wait. See, the way I get paid off the
I got
website is the way I get paid for the website. Once I get up to like 30, 40,000 subscriptions, there's not a company out there that's not going to pay me for that ad space. You get what I'm saying? What company don't want to pay for 50 to 100,000 people to see that ad?
Yeah.
You built the numbers up first. Now you don't have to take peanuts. Then you can start telling companies, you do the same thing Facebook do. All right, you want to run your ad, here's X and X amount of money a month. See, I don't mind dealing with the outside companies, but the way I deal with outside companies, that's who I make my money off of. That's who I tap.
Right. So you don't want to. Right. You don't want them to see your humble beginnings. You don't want them to see you in the beginning. You want to get up and going. But I got you. I was just saying that because I kind of feel like you need to make money. But if you already up on it and you got your plan already, execute.
Yeah. Now, if it was my first site and I had to get the finances for it, then yeah, I would do the AdSense. But like I said, I've been doing this for so long. I use it as leverage. Just like with the radio station, how I sell ad spaces on my 4 radio stations. Car companies, I can tell a car company right now, I got a radio station that has 60,000 listeners a day. They can't give me what they want to give me to get to them 60,000 exclusive listeners. They're going to give me what I tell them my offer is, or they're not going to be able to advertise to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't sit here and play games in business. No. If I'm going to do a business deal, I'm going to do my homework, have all my stuff together, papers, write and sit it down. This what the deal is. You ain't going to tell me what you're going to give me. This what the deal going to be.
Right. This what you're right. Yeah. And it's more than one, too.
I think the reason why you kept getting hit with them restrictions on YouTube because you was streaming to your own website.
Yeah, that's the problem. But they can't stop. You get what I'm saying? There's no negotiation because now I have leverage over YouTube because I can take what I do away from YouTube. That's like I said, me and Coach been in conversation with YouTube for the last 2 days. I ain't studying them people.
Oh, for real, they been. Oh man, yeah, they ain't letting that go. It's all good.
But yeah, they sent us the letters. They apologized for stopping the streams and everything.
For real?
Ain't nobody studying YouTube. Use them for what you're supposed to use them for, marketing.
Yep. YouTube is a beginning. That's not the holy grail. You don't make
no, it's a marketing machine. If you're not on YouTube marketing products or moving information and stuff, what are you using it for? You got to remember, YouTube gets money from all these companies. All these other companies pay YouTube up front. You put a video up on YouTube, and you got to hope enough people come see it so you can get peanuts.
Yep.
That's how it works. That's why I said I don't play that game with them. I play the company game. See, I have a company, so when I'm talking to YouTube, I'm not talking to YouTube as me. I'm contacting them as Wonderful ENT or representative of Wonderful ENT with paperwork like, listen, we've been doing business such and such. This is the deal.
Hey, did you get that email I sent you yesterday with that claim?
Yeah, I already put them on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, they've been copyright.
Yeah, that's why I told you when y'all get them, just send them to me. I sent them to it. Next thing you know, YouTube being like, sorry, my bad. Like I said, we got the apologies for everything they stopped.
Should I do a dispute or should I just let it?
No, if you know, that's the thing. They expect for you not to. If you know that you didn't do it, then you dispute it.
Dispute. I'm finna dispute one right now. Yeah, because
Coach disputed everything they did and got it overturned. When Coach was telling y'all on the air, no, that's facts. He can show you the paperwork that they sent back. Everything has been overturned. And we tried to prove the point that it was a person doing it. That's why we streamed from all the channels the last 2 days. We played the same song on 4 channels. Nobody else's channel get a strike, but my channel get a strike. Coach read the news yesterday morning from my channel, and they take it down.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot. But
that's not YouTube. That's somebody false flagging.
Oh, you think so?
Me and Coach know so. That's what I'm trying to say. Me and Coach been in contact with YouTube. Can't nobody tell me and Coach nothing on that. We know. We know for the fact now that that's manually being done.
How your processing time been? Because I noticed when I do a video, I know my processing time is long as hell. Like I do a video and it take like a day for it done processing because I wanna download it and upload it on the other channels, but I gotta wait till it's done processing. And
yeah, I don't even deal with YouTube. Like I said, we have our private streamer, so time the show is finished, within 5 minutes, it's downloaded and on our website page.
Right, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but I don't deal. Like I said, I don't deal with YouTube. I just bought our own private server through IBM to handle that.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah. So, are anybody hip to the affiliate programs?
The affiliate programs pretty much work the same way. It's based off of subscribers or your clients. Like I have affiliate programs with a lot of partners that I deal with. They get the clients get a certain amount of a discount, and then the partners that I partner up with get a certain piece of the pie based off of what it is amount that they're selling. But if you don't have the proven numbers, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to play ball. It's very difficult to get major companies or big companies to play ball. So
well, here's the thing, right? I was I sent Ty this company called Purefly, something like that. But then I've just been doing a little bit more research and just studying on it, right? And you can have a small page. It doesn't really matter if people click it. It's just about anything that you can think of has an affiliate program or some type of revenue deal. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, I don't know, I don't know if you guys are hip to this guy named Billy Jean. And, you know, I'm into advertising and marketing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to find people or companies and stuff and say, yo, you know, this is what we can offer you. We can bring you more clients and more customers locally as well. And if you have a national business or whatever, then we can do it nationally. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think we got to start looking in different ways to how to start creating some type of economic base off of what we're doing, off our intellectual properties. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can. That's why you built the numbers. See, that's why I said it goes back to once you get your numbers up, in order to do business like that, so you don't want to go into a deal where they have the upper hand and you have nothing. So you want to be able to go in with your numbers and exclusive numbers at that, meaning I got 60,000 people that y'all cannot get to unless we do this deal because we own a platform that y'all can't get to. You know what I'm saying? You have to walk into these business meetings with your numbers already intact. Because if you don't, I'm being honest with you, what they're going to do is they're going to give you peanuts. Because see, these companies, they're going to research you for 6 months before they even give you that first sit down.
But we're talking about Amazon, though, right? Are you talking about, what are you talking about?
No, I mean, even like when you're trying to like bring in, basically start turning it into jobs and stuff and bring in finances in, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is it's easier if you have the amount of people already when you step to these companies to do that to get what you want.
Yep.
How can we use all the numbers that we have? Because I mean, they're on YouTube, so are they our numbers or do YouTube on them? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why me and Coach doing the pull of pulling them. That's why me and Coach did the pull of pulling them from over. Like yesterday alone, 1,300 people came to the website.
Signed up for the website?
Yeah.
Or just visited?
No, when you come to the website, time you go on, a subscription come through. Man, I got so many emails I got to keep going through.
That's dope.
But doing it that way, see, now we have them 1,300 emails, right? So that's 1,300 people that we can use as a negotiation with a company. So the higher and higher that gets, that's all Facebook and YouTube and Google do. They collect data through the emails. So now they can tell a company, listen, I got 60,000 emails that you can market Pampers to, goddamn it. You get what I'm saying? Right. Nobody else can do this because I got them locked in on my platform.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get the money doing it that way. Getting that exclusive list to where companies can be like, okay.
You talk directly to the company, pretty
much.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But you have to have the numbers. If you had the numbers, you can do company to company, but you have to have the numbers.
And you have to have a legit company too. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, call them up and be like, I got this.
But like I said, they're going to do, even with Amazon, a lot of people get jammed up on their affiliate programs because they even going to do research. Because I know a lot of people had their Amazon affiliates removed and stores shut down.
Yeah. So Bones, you got electronic signature that you put on your beats and stuff because YouTube is asking for it.
Yeah, as long as yeah. If I send it to the publisher and it comes already electronically coded. That's why I said the beats and stuff that I gave y'all, they're not even published. That's why I know it's BS.
Okay, so I just type in.
So Ty, let me explain something, bro. And this is something that's important.
You all right?
And this is the reason why I stand a lot of the things I say. There are a lot of people on YouTube, and this is no direct shot or indirect shot at anybody. This is a damn fact. I don't care how you feel. Just being real. I'm being real. There are a lot of people on YouTube claiming a lot of stuff, but when you come and ask them about paperwork, when you come to ask them about proof, they ain't got it. They hide behind these icons. Anybody can be anything they want on YouTube. But when you want to deal with real business owners, you got to come with some proof and you got to come with some paperwork. I don't care how many users somebody say they have on YouTube. If you're a real legitimate business, you can actually get the real specs to see what numbers are bought and what numbers are real. So just because somebody say they got 15,000 subscribers on YouTube, what they can do is actually go to the analytics and see, well, how many of those actual subscribers are actually going onto the pages.
Mm-hmm.
How many actually Google searching you?
You can't bullshit a real business owner. Because
no, not even that. It's even simple. There's a site for that businessmen know. It calls Who Is. You can look up any domain and find out how much real traffic is going there. It's Who Is. It tells you who on the site, how much it generates. That's why I don't listen to when people be talking.
Tell you all that. But so I put that in there. So hopefully, because I want to get these disputes out, because I want to start putting them on the monetized page. Because we do got the monetized page, but a lot of the stuff coming back, copyright, and so it's kind of, so it's not so there's no point in me putting it on there if you ain't going,
Todd, it's false flagging. See, here's the deal.
I know what it is. I know that's my first thought. That was my first thought, but I couldn't 100% prove it. But now, because now it seems like they following you. They follow you. So
Todd, I'm not just saying this for you. I'm saying this for everybody that's on the call. This call is being recorded. At the end of the day, like I've always said, I don't care how people personally feel about the government. I don't care how people personally feel about colonizations. I don't care how people feel about $5 Indians. This is one undisputable fact that no one will ever be able to undispute. Or no one will ever be able to argue. And if you try, let's go. We only get destroyed by people that look like us.
Facts.
Period. It's always somebody that looks like us. So the people that always point you at somebody else, they're probably the main ones that's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime somebody's going, well, the you need to look at them, because can't nobody whoop your behind that don't look like you. Anytime you get involved in something, we own it. We rule it. We run it. It takes somebody else that look like you to stop it.
To even get that close. Facts.
Right. So all this false flag and all this other stuff that's going on, all this sabotage, that's somebody that look like us. That ain't YouTube. That ain't Google. Like when somebody said they gonna Google site got hacked. I've been in the IT field for over 20-some years. I know hackers. When I talk to some hackers about them hacking a Google site, they're like, why would I do that when I just take over the damn YouTube page? That hacking Google would be irrelevant. It's like I can teach a 2-year-old to hack Google. If I'm a hack for a reason. I'm gonna take over the whole YouTube page. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna do something with it. I'm not just gonna take it to get some email addresses. People are doing stuff and they blaming somebody else. And see, they think people don't understand and people don't know something. That's the reason why I say I don't deal with people whose first name or last name I don't know. Because if I can't check you out, you can be anybody. Anybody. Again, anybody can create an icon. Anybody can create a name, a domain name. You look at half these YouTube sites up here. They've been on YouTube 7 months, 8 months, have no information.
Nothing.
It don't exist. That's why I said I don't deal with myths. I deal with real people. So all this fake stuff, man, I ain't worried about it. And I ain't worried about nobody, because at the end of the day, like I will always say, if you want to find me, you know where I'm at. Ain't nobody came, ain't nobody called. So I yield the mic.
Yeah, and that's all it is. It's people that's in our community that got issues. I really can care less. That's doing the stupidity. That's all it's boiling down to. People who look like us, they got other agendas that's trying to sabotage stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking that, but I was, I thought I was taking.
Listen, they didn't realize. Like I told y'all, I've been running the company for 20 plus years.
Damn.
Me and Coach set up a trap, and they fell for the trap. Libra Sun page just got activated on Monday. Tuesday morning, it was shut down.
You lying?
No, real talk.
Are you serious?
That's why we started switching. That's why we started switching pages, because we were like, hold on, man. If nobody knows about this page and we just streaming on it, this is somebody that's in the community that's following, because we didn't advertise none of them pages.
They follow it. That's what I was thinking, Bones. I've been thinking.
It's somebody that's in the community.
Man,
I thought I already know.
I thought I was being paranoid. That's why I didn't really say too much about it, because I want the hardcore. So I'm thinking like, man, somebody following me, and I'm like, Data nigga, you ain't nobody, nigga, ain't nobody following you. But nigga, they following us, man.
So how can we? Okay, so all this is going on. What can we do to combat this? Because I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm just about to focus on Tribeup. I can't, because I keep getting shut down. Like, it's like you're doing all this building. Shit, my page was down 9 months out of the year. And it's still growing. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if I say, fuck that, let's just put all the energy into our own pages. Even if it's 2 people watching in the beginning, so it's fucking what?
Right.
There's 2 of our people watching. So I'm tired, man. I'm tired of them.
Here's the deal. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'm going to tell y'all what the problem is. The problem is there are people in the community that are allowed to do fuck shit, and ain't nobody checking them, point blank. Everybody I don't know whether they scared. I don't know whether they got some on somebody. But there's a bunch of stuff going on. I still ain't got my call with Light Man Z, with the person that spread all that stuff about me for what I supposed to said about Ty Data and Light Man. So you got people in the community that are doing stuff, and other people are letting them. That's how. See, what we got to do is clean house.
Yo, AT, can you give us some, like, because I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I don't see too much fuck shit going on amongst our circles. And that's just.
I'm in the back. I can see the back chats. I see what's going on. I see people getting attacked for no damn reason.
Oh, I mean, I'm saying, though, you got people outside of, you're gonna get arguments and stuff like that. But I don't really see,
Bruh, like for instance,
there's some backdoor. Listen, there's some backdoor stuff that's going on with people actually doing dirty stuff with bad agendas. It really is. You got people back there talking.
You saying that they within our circles?
Yes.
Yeah,
we definitely got to clean house then. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah, it has been going on.
Yeah, because I don't be really that involved.
To do that. Remember when Dane was coming on talking? He was like, "Yeah, they get paid to do that stuff." And
that's another thing, man.
I recorded it, but I didn't really, process it. Like, okay, it's gonna happen.
Let me ask y'all a question though. If you was getting 13,000 subscribers a month, all right, this for Coach. I mean, this for Bones. Bones, if you're getting 13,000 subscribers a month, right? Mm-hmm. How can you monetize that?
13,000 subscribers a month. All you need is, if you got that many, all you need is to have something that you control to sell back. I don't care if it's $1 subscription. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even if it's $1 subscription for something exclusive that you give them $1 a month for. That's $1,300 a month.
13,000. But that's just that, though. I'm talking about, like, instead of charging the people.
No, I'm just showing. No, I'm showing you how easily it is. Like with David Banner. David Banner went platinum on his last thing because he did $1 subscription from his website. 10 million people signed up, and he gave them all the copy of the album. That's $10 million.
Yeah, that was a genius.
It's a numbers game. That's what I'm saying.
It's a numbers game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Game.
It's not about, if you got the numbers, think about it. If you got 20 million people on the site, you can sell something for $1. What do you lose?
Right.
That's like me when I sell my music. I sell it for 99 cents. But if I got 50,000 people on the site and I'm doing the numbers 10%, so we looking at what, 5,000 people buying a month. That's $5,000 that I didn't have before.
Yep. It's a numbers game. See, greedy motherfuckers don't go off numbers.
Think about it. iTunes sell music no higher than 99 cents. That's why iTunes make $1 billion a day.
Yep.
Everybody else want to sell the music for $2, $3. No.
Hey, Bones.
Numbers game.
Bones. You were speaking on getting your numbers up for the website, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The best and fastest way to do that is by app. It got to be easy access. People associate with apps faster than websites.
Well, the app will be ready. I already contacted Apple Pie. They finishing it up now.
Yeah, it gotta go through its process. You know what I'm saying? It gotta go through its process.
Yeah, those apps, are way more fluent than a website because you got to realize people are lazy. They don't want to go to a website. They just want to download an app and click on it and have the easiest access possible.
Yep.
That's
30-second attention spans. That's how it is now. You got 30 seconds to catch a person nowadays.
Except the people on the TV though. The people on the TV, man, they watching it hours at a time.
But it's still the same philosophy, 30 seconds. That's why if you ever watch TV commercials, you see they fast paced.
Yeah. But
the reason why they shoot at them many frames, the reason why the frames are shot that way, because in between the frames are the subliminals.
Yep, every 7 seconds it changes. Yep.
Need to do some more commercials too.
We trying. We trying. We just starting out. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of us, like me, I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? Learning this stuff and the process. And making a little money, you know what I'm saying, is cool as hell, but I'm not too focused on the money because I want to learn how to do this stuff. This is a trick.
Well, the app alone would be the money once people start downloading the app.
But we gotta know how to construct an app from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? So we don't just want to hire somebody to build it. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to do it ourselves from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Because we can easily, we can go on Fiverr right now and hire somebody to make us an app for about maybe $60, $70, maybe $100. You know what I'm saying? But we want to be able to do it ourselves. So if I'm gonna build an app myself, I'm gonna sit there and have to literally learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the process might be slow, but when it's all said and done, it's gonna be better for me because I control everything and I can always tell another brother, hey man, this how I did this, man.
Hey, but here's the thing though, right? Most of our problems is financial. Let's keep it 100.
I don't know about that, man.
Because if we want to get the numbers up on any sites or anything, you pay for marketing, advertising, placement on our ads on certain sites that would drive traffic to our shit. That's the next step. Like, yeah, we can do it the old-fashioned. I mean, that's the long way, you know what I'm saying, and get it the hard way. But at some point, we're gonna have to start and put those
numbers up, yeah. Because a lot of people, and I know what they do is they buy subscriptions, and so when they get recommended a video, and they see 9,000 people watch that video, you more likely to watch that video. You see what I'm saying? You're like, man, 9,000 people, man. I know somebody might be talking about this. So you know what I'm saying?
The downside is good of them people are dead broke, Ty.
Yeah, I know, but that's what a lot of them do to build their channels up. So
no, but listen what I'm saying. If you build your channel off of 10,000 subscribers that are fake, when it comes time to sell something, who are you selling to?
Right. That's what I'm saying. They have the appearance.
I think
they're doing something.
I think we might be overthinking it a little bit because if you really think about it, I mean, if you guys know about investing, it's several different ways to invest money. But at the same time, it only takes about 10 people to actually be able to fund everything if you put your money together and invest the right way.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's part of the numbers game. Yep.
Well, like I said, the main trick is, to be honest, it has to go back to where it started. It has to be grassroots. Every person where they at has to be out and about in their city, spreading the word. I don't care how much you spend. Even to this day, companies spend billions in advertising, but guess what's the #1 way of selling something? Word of mouth. Nothing outdo word of mouth. Getting out in front of people, passing out a physical flyer, talking to family members. You know what I'm saying? We go out and we start representing it and put it out there because that's how me and Coach built the morning show.
Have any of y'all ever heard of Acorn?
Hey, who's speaking?
I heard that.
Who's that speaking?
Didn't they get shut down? Didn't Acorn get shut down?
Who's that speaking?
Have y'all heard of Acorn, the investment site?
Yo, who's that speaking? Who are you?
Oh, no, not the investment side. I heard of Acorn with some shit. Barack Obama and them had some little shit. I that shit. But not,
Hey, who's that asked about Acorn? Who's that?
That's Aboriginal Leo.
Okay, peace, Leo.
So Acorn is basically an app you can download, and every time you use your debit or credit card, it takes the roundup change and basically stacks it up. And over time, if you forget about it, by the end of the year, you might have a couple of $1,000s put to the side.
That's interesting. Yo,
So that's an easy way to help invest your money in. What'd you say?
That's dope.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope.
And
I ran into this. Go ahead, Ty.
No, go ahead. I gotta deal with him. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I ran into this. He called himself Uncle Ken, right? Y'all got to meet this guy. It's an Asian guy. And, super cool dude, man. You know what I'm saying? We chopping it up. And he's like, hey, man, I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go around the world teaching people how to retire and get money. You know how people be talking. You just be like, yeah. But, you know, we exchange numbers and stuff. We talking. He said, yo, I'm going to send you some stuff. And so I went and met him the next day. Had Starbucks, had some coffee, sitting around. So he was like, yo, I'm going to show you how this works. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, basically, and Ty be on this type of stuff, you know, basically if you have somebody to be able to invest the American dollars into foreign exchange, so they use Forex and things of that nature, whatever, basically putting your money into foreign banks and things of that nature, or foreign exchange in dollars and stuff like that, whatever market is stronger, they invest in the money and stuff like that, and getting a crazy return on the money monthly. And then you bring other people in, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So there's a lot of ways to make money, man, and generate income, you know.
Especially when we're together doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a lot more easy. But you know, like I said, you know, like you know, Mr. Thomas say, you know, we gotta break that ice. We gotta be able to know each other first name basis. You know, the nickname, you know, that shit, you know, it ain't gonna be able to play when it comes to business, because when it comes to business, like, you know what I'm saying, we in this, we dedicated to this. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know, and so it, you know, and it takes time to, you know, break that ice sometimes. And like I say, we doing it. All the time we was up and then we was on there, we was getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole Tribeup thing. Like, we was over there literally doing it. And so once that process bypassed, you know, it's just going to be just strictly, you know, oh, that's Ty Data. He's a guy. He does this. Oh, that's him. He does that. So everybody know each other's job. But I wanted to talk about a couple things because you know, University Media, we finna get ready to fire up. And so, and I was crunching some of the numbers on how much people get paid for their AdSense. And I know on YouTube you get about 1,000, you know, 1,000 people watch your ads, they give you about $30. But we'll be able to give you about $60 or $75 for just like per 1,000 people. So we'll be doubling YouTube and giving the people the money. You see what I'm saying? And so
no, but you know that's 1,000 views with a click and a buy. That's just not 1,000 views. Yeah, you ain't getting that much off of YouTube off of 1,000 watches.
Well, that's what we was averaging. You know.
So what I mean is on that you had clicks, you had people who click. That's just not straight view, because you run commercials in the beginning, the end, and in the middle at times, right?
Well, no, ain't none in the middle. That's only in the beginning. We never run it right. That's only a click. Yeah,
so that's what I mean. Yeah, that's click.
Right. Yeah,
that's so to get that high over 1,000, that means you had so many clicks over a month.
Right. No, that was and watch time. It goes with watch time as well. So you know,
that's how it worked. Yeah, I was just telling you the underlying thing. Because off of 1,000 a month, you have to have so many. 1,000 views without clicks not gonna get you 30. So you had a couple of people that clicked.
But that's what we was getting. We was getting like if we got 1,000 views on Chief Holiday channel, we have about $32.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That comes with a couple of clicks in there too.
Right. So however you want to break it down, you know what I'm saying, that will be a little internal. But that's the average for 1,000 views, whether it's clicks, views, watches, buys. That's the average. The average about $30. And so, you know, we'll be able to pay, you know, the talent $60. So we will literally be able to double and a little more YouTube. You know, the only thing is that we just want to have some great content. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to have, you know what I'm saying, those dudes up there yelling and screaming, and you getting paid, you know what I'm saying, you getting paid $100 a day to go up there and talk about some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So we really want to have some really good content that we can sit down with our families and watch them. You know, we can uplift the people. We can have some, some very coded stuff. And this is the hard part that cannot be calculated, is finding that content. And if anybody know anybody that do actual movies, little hidden series, any 3D 3D movies, cartoons, anything that can give some real juicy content, we need them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to go on assault. We're gonna have to go on an assault and a campaign to try to find those people, because we know we can bring in some little YouTubers. They can get you some clicks, and they can get you the views, and they can get you the money. But what they gonna do with our airtime though? They're gonna taint our network. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to have some angry ass black lady or some angry ass dude who's popular as hell. You know what I'm saying? Making us money, but fucking degrading us on our own channel. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it's hard to calculate, and it's actually it's gonna I think there's gonna be a task. But if anybody know any good content providers or creators, please what I'm saying, please direct them my way, so we can get them.
And but no, that's why I was telling you, believe it or not, you'll do better built in your community first. Because see, the people that do content like that, if you don't have the numbers, I don't care what you say, they're not coming. You know what I'm saying? Because them people, they looking at, I'm doing all this and who's watching it. You get what I'm saying? The way that works is you have to have a market first. If you don't have a market of viewers, the people that can do that type of material and that type of work, they're not going to show up. Because you have to remember, you have so many other markets out there that they got the viewership. They got the people. It's already circulating. So them people going to tend to go that way. I mean, just ask yourself this. You finna get drafted. You had a choice. You're going to go to the team that don't got no fans in there, or you're going to go to the ones that's already established. And that's why I keep telling you, I don't care how y'all look at it. The problem is always going to come back to the numbers. Yes, it's about units. See, when it comes to business, I don't care if you're making bread, shoes, music, headscarves. Some people don't care. It's about a unit. You know what I'm saying? You have to start seeing this as units, and you have to get them units up. And once you get them units up, that's when it changes.
Right. And that's why it's important to get the people who's willing to go the ground up route. Because once we get famous and everybody know us, then it's going to be easy as hell to find people. You know what I'm saying? But who's
the famous route? What I mean is right now, Ty, you gotta remember. See, I
know exactly what you said, because that was, I thought about that was part of the, the equation too. Because now we got to deal with all these people, on money base, and so we don't, what I'm saying, and popularity base. You see what I'm saying? But the one thing is hard to equate is that, okay, what about your actual content? I mean, for Libra Son to come on here and just say, I'm going to show you how to build a computer. You see what I'm saying? And, that will be good content. Him actually doing something in the camera. Now, and then somebody say, well, I have a talk show where I have, somebody might be a lot more established, and they might be like, no, you guys got peasant numbers over there. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I mean is this, Ty. Listen to me in business. If you're the reason why you get your numbers first, because your numbers dictate what type of content you show. You get what I'm saying? Depending on your crowd and your following, that dictates what you would show. If you try to get the content before the people, you know what I'm saying? That's how channels die.
Well, how you gonna get the content if you ain't?
Listen, right now, let me you take Tribeup right now. You see the people that's making the stuff in Tribeup right now. You push that to the point to where you get people actually on the ground using the stuff that they got now and building the numbers up more. You get what I'm saying? Because you have a core community. You use that core community, and that's how you get your numbers in. Then once you trust me on this, once you get your numbers in to where you can get them on black and white, and you do that printout, you're going to see a dramatic change.
Yes, that is part right. That's normal. That's normal. You see what I'm saying?
And all I'm saying is that right now is, put it like this: Tribeup get 10,000 people. 10,000 people, that's every month. Then you ain't going, listen, content creators, that's not even going to be on your mind. You have to run people away.
Right. And that's the problem. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem is that, once we hit a certain level, everybody going to come swarming in once we hit a certain level. But until we get to that level, when we in the ground up, because remember, like me and Chief Holiday, we started on Chief Holiday channel with like 2 views. You know what I'm saying? And Tribeup had 0 subscribers. Now Chief Holiday had 200 subscribers when we first started. Tribeup had 0. It wasn't even supposed to be. It was supposed to be a part-time thing. It had 0. You know what I'm saying? And so those people, you know what I'm saying? So we had to, build that up. But now, now that we ain't even doing that much, but a lot of people can see the momentum we got, and they can see what we doing, and so they people more willing to come out. But when people more willing to come out, that's when you gotta slow down and you gotta screen people, because everybody don't have your best agenda. You see what I'm saying? So I'm completely aware of that part, because once we get our numbers up, like you said, it's gonna be paperwork. Like that's we gonna be bougie as hell. It's like, no, you got a mode on your, you can't get on that camera, motherfucker. You gotta go do surgery, get your teeth fixed. Like we'll be bougie as hell once we actually get there. But from the time that we first start and the time that we get there, it's you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about that time. It's kind of a little harder to calculate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got to remember, businesses normally take 3 to 5 years before they even see a profit. See, people got to remember that.
Yeah.
It's going to take you 3 to 5 years before you should even be counting your own pocket, because everything you're making now is for the overhead to keep the business self-sustained and run by itself.
Well, yeah. See, the business is cool. You know what I'm saying? The business is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm backed by a corporation. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I'm talking about Tribeup. So when you look at Tribeup right now online, when you look at it as a business, the first key to that is you have to find out your overhead to run the channels, you know what I'm saying, for subscriptions and all that. Once you get that price, you know that you can't really think about nothing else until you acquire the price to keep your overhead running. And see, that's what I mean. The difference is coming in that if you ask the average person how much will it cost Tribeup to run these shows a week, you know what I'm saying? It's that stuff that has to be changing. Because see, if you don't know how much it costs and how much you're spending to keep something running, you're going to lose in the end. It's how TMH always say, it's about business planning. These are the things that have to be done, or what's going to happen is we're going to run it into the ground. You're only going to be able to go so far without it. And like I said, it's just the reality at the end of the day when you're doing business. That's what kills a lot of I'm finna be honest with you. A lot of people got dreams of businesses and companies, but that's the killer of dreams right there.
What?
Taking the time out and actually doing the proper steps and realizing that it is a time in the process. And if you try to shortcut them and skip them, those are things that bite you in the end.
Yep, you have to, like I say, it's a numbers game. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to crunch the numbers at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But we have other channels. So we have Somalians is purchasing the channel as well. So they got their own 24-hour slot. You know what I'm saying? They got their own channel for their people. So they were able to purchase that. But they don't have the problems though. They don't have their problems with the content creators and all of the stuff. They they ready to go.
Because they came with their crowd already. You get what I'm saying? That's why they don't have a problem. They came to you with their crowd. They don't really
like they don't really know nothing about it. We still trying to teach them about what it is.
What I mean with the crowd is the Nigerians know that they got a core Nigerian base that'll watch their media.
Right, and so do we. Right. Yeah.
They know this for a fact to where these people can tell you if they're a broadcast company, they can let you know that they got so many people that'll watch their show between this slot and this slot on paper.
And for the simple fact, ain't nobody doing it. So in their community. So it would.
Even though they're not doing it, they still got it on paper. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to these companies and stuff. See, they know who watch what, how many hours a day. So when they step in and they do this stuff, the reason they get the deals they do is because it's on paper. You know what I'm saying? It's like right now, I can send a company in the radio station stats, let them know how many people listen to the radio station, what times a day, what areas, you know what I'm saying, their age, all this stuff is, that's what I'm saying. All this stuff is the stuff that we have to start putting down on paper because that's what's going to help you get over to where you want to go. Without that, none of the people that can really bring the finances and all that stuff into Tribeup are going to deal with it because you have to have this stuff in black and white to where you can hand it off to a person. They can sit it down. They can hand it to their accountants, their lawyers. They can look over the numbers, research them, and see, okay, if I invest in this, I can see a good chance that I'm going to make a profit or if I lose this on a small end. So at the end of the day, I don't care how friendly a business person is. When it comes to money, if they cannot see it in their hand, break it down, run the numbers for themselves, it ain't going to go.
Right.
And like I said, yes, it's a study process. Yes, it's agitating. Yes, it's time consuming, but I'm being honest with you. If you do it that way, I promise it's worth it in the end. You get what I'm saying? If you skip them, bro, I'm telling you, that shit. I study business models. I study business plans. And if you look through the history of all business people from how y'all say Dame Dash, Rockefeller, study their business model. See what things in their business model that killed these companies. And I'm just saying, you know, if everybody got that passion to see Tribeup actually become bigger, the moment the people behind the scenes actually treat it as a business, as a company, you know what I'm saying, to where shit is putting down on paper, things are accountable for, overhead, cost, price, you know what I'm saying, for production, all this stuff is in black and white, then the change will come.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm ready to do. That's why I'm like, we need to go ahead and incorporate. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how I'm able to do the stuff I do. Is because I have a corporation to back me. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm able to, you know, to go out and do the stuff I can do. I can fly down there to Georgia and see and get some content or whatever, you know, because a corporation is assisting. So that's why I was saying, like, you know, once we get, you know, the corporation and all the numbers, you know, the people going to come and people going to drop off. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't going to want to be on no paperwork. Nah, some people ain't going to want to show their face. Some people ain't going to want to do it. And they ain't going to be able to, you know, to make it to the next stage. You see what I'm saying? But how did you want to corporate? Did you start it yet, or you was trying to wait on something to get incorporated?
Talk about with Tribeup News.
Yeah, the whole Tribeup, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, with that, I was waiting for Coach to get back to me, but like I said, I'm working with TMH on the music end because I'm broke down my music company and putting that back together as an indigenous music label. Then I'm also going to work with TMH to do a charity, a non-for-profit charity fund for Tribeup. Okay,
because I also the Tribeup News commercial got copyrighted. I put it out there one time and it got copyrighted. So
yeah, that's them messing with you. I don't even know how that is when all the media, like I said, it runs on our page every day. We don't get a strike for it.
So I got to figure out some kind of way where I could run it a little more because for some
reason, what you need to do, later on, I'll show you how to pull the analytics of from the names. From the analytics, how you can get the emails and show you how you can find out who keep clicking it on you.
But somebody using your beat, like they like when I click on or find on it, it's a page where somebody's actually rapping on the beat. You see what I'm saying? They like actually using your beat. And so
yeah, when I click on it, it don't show me no page. It just show me play match and it don't never show me no video or no page.
Oh yeah, yep.
But that's what I'm asking. If you can send me the page so where I can get to the page and get the person information, I'll reach out and contact you.
I'm finna do it right now. Hold on one second.
But, all the beats I gave for y'all, I haven't even published not one of them myself personally.
Right, man. Why, man? That's bogus.
But then again, that's why I told everybody don't play them beats for people and don't let nobody get over it. Because if you gave somebody a copy and they put it in before you, then you just gave them the rights to that beat. That's why I told everybody the beats that I send, you don't ride around playing them for people because they're not published. And if somebody find out, they can snatch it from you.
Right. How's they doing that so quick anyway?
Simple.
Right here. I'm going to send you the YouTube page real quick.
Yeah.
And this is the dude that's one of the dudes that's robbed you. He got the beat on his shit like it's his shit. And like he literally, like he got a like an album and shit.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, so but that's just YouTube though. That's just YouTube drunk.
Oh, I still don't care.
Yeah, I know. But
how you do?
You're right. Yep, I'm gonna send it to you. But once we get that paperwork in place, because it's very important we get that corporate backing. You know what I'm saying? And before, you know what I'm saying, before we, you know, get the moving too fast, because without it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a little sluggish. You see what I'm saying? And that's just.
Can I ask you a question though, real quick?
That's just my opinion, huh?
Okay, so you got 5,000 Elite Incorporated, right?
Right, it's right.
So, right, so people that join 5,000 Elite obviously can use 5,000 Elite.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So that's how I'm able to do the stuff I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because 5,000 Elite, you know, from any given money, it can be anywhere from $100 to $400 a month. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, with the receipts and with the stuff, you know, that's going back into, you know, Tribeup and going back into stuff. I can go out to get a computer. I can go out and get a laptop. You know what I'm saying? I got the receipt. Look what I'm doing. This laptop working 24 hours for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This type of deal. So if we got that corporate backing, you know what I'm saying, we will be able to move a lot. We will be able to move a little more different. You see what I'm saying? Versus I and me, it would be, you know, a unit. You see what I'm saying? And so that way I can't really do nothing and expect other people to help and expect other people to take up my slack. Because if I go out there and buy a Tribeup minivan and a Tribeup van and shit, and then all of a sudden I get backed up on the payments and I come to the meeting like, man, shit, y'all niggas need to drop down on this minivan. And then it's like, nigga, ain't nobody tell you to go do no goddamn minivan, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why all that stuff got to be organized now.
Right.
No, the reality is this, though. It might be funny, but can you imagine down the line and that happens? See, them type of situations in business, I'm going to tell you straight up, they don't end too well. Like I said, I just dissolved the company. You know what I'm saying? I just dissolved the record label. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You want to have all this stuff defined before you move forward.
Right.
Because you're going to get people saying, oh, well, I've been here and I did this. And you know what I'm saying? So you have
right, but you ain't no paper, though, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. That's, you know, but, you know, we getting it. Like I said, we still in the ice-breaking stage. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, you know, still in the ice-breaking stage. But, you know, we getting it and we know where we got to go. That's the most important thing. But I got one more thing I want to bring up, too. Is the brother with the land. He called me yesterday. And I had IMU on the phone, and we literally went on the internet. We went to the county. We got the address. The shit is legit so far. The next step is we need to get that deed. Okay, we need to get that deed. Now, this is a Tribeup project. He did not come to the 5,000 Elite. He don't even know about the 5,000 Elite. He came to Tribeup, and this is y'all. Okay, this is us,
so, Ty,
100%.
But Ty, because we still have 5,000 Elite as a corporation, even though it's a Tribeup project. You know what I'm saying? You follow me?
Right. I just want to say that. I just want to say that just to let everybody know, like, you know, he had us in mind. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I was leading is still there, because most of the people in Tribeup fact that I was leading anyway. But I just had to let everybody know, like, he had, you know what I'm saying, the as far as legal, you know, terms and stuff, because we own them both anyway. I mean, if you want to get, you know, not to make shit weird, but I just, you know, had to let everybody know that, you know, this shit, you know, this shit's legit. So I got the county. I went to the county clerk website. I typed in his great grandmother's name.
200 yards.
Oh, I typed in his great grandmother's name. Her property came up. The shit is appraised at $83,000 and some other change. It's about 512 acres or something like that, a little more. I mean, we got the numbers, we got all the numbers, and so the next step is to actually get the deed, from my understanding. So I literally did this shit last night. I was on the phone with the elder for about 2 hours, and he was excited as hell. You know, he was just excited as hell. And it's
right now we got to figure out what we could do to maximize or to develop the land. Is that what we're saying?
Right. But he specifically asked for a counsel. And I would like to give him a counsel. Yes, he's 61 years old. He had a hard life, you know what I'm saying? And he said himself he don't have that much time. And he would like to see us form a council and control this land. Now, there is different people, and it's in the trust and all types of stuff, but the shit exists. It's real. So however process we got to get it, or however, you know, way we got to get it, that might be, you know, whatever. But the shit is real. I seen it. I got the information. I got the website. I got the information. The shit's legit so far. There's no taxes owed on it. Somebody's been paying the taxes. There's no taxes owed. So everything he's been telling me has been checking out, following back the paperwork. Now the process, you know, I literally have to learn this stuff. I'm literally learning how the steps and coming up with conclusions by bouncing off ideas with him and a couple people. So we literally, like, you know, but if anybody literally have the blueprint, like, you know, let's get it done. And so it's real, y'all. So
when you say blueprint, you mean what type of blueprint?
Like if anybody know how to do it, just put it like that. If anybody literally know how to do it, because I don't. I literally had to sit. I spent 2 hours trying to figure out how to find it. And after about half an hour, I literally found it. You know, because I was using my computer logic. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, he's throwing these names out there. Oh, you need to get the deed, and you need to get the trust, and you need to get the this, and you need to get the that, and I'm Googling all this shit, and I'm just like, hold up, man. Let me just think for a second and slow down and do me. So I began to start clicking, and I began to come up with this, you know, county clerk thing, and I typed in her full name, nothing came up. I typed in her last name, and some people came up and some trust came up. But then I didn't realize there was different pages. And so I clicked on page 2, and what do you know? Boom, her name came up. So he gave me the name. Her name came up, address came up, everything came up. Boom, shit's legit so far.
So here's the most important question, because I set up board of directors. I sit on board of directors. The number one question, whenever somebody they want to set up a board of director, is, what are you basing the criteria on? Who gets to sit there? Why are they sitting on the board?
Well, but he ain't said nothing about no board or nothing like that. He just want to see a YouTube council, because he said
council on the board are the same thing, Ty.
No. But he just want to see like a unity thing displayed. He's not talking about like an actual.
Ty, with a council, there are bylaws, there are policies and procedures, there is processes, there are codes of conduct. There are things that people need to adhere to, people need to admit to adhere to. You pull up one council anywhere that doesn't have these things, and then you basically prove I don't know what I'm talking about. But any council, is going to be set up like some form of board of directors. So they're going to have to have some criterion that they're going to have to follow. Putting people together and calling it a council does not make them a council. That's a group that share a common interest. That's not a council. Councils.
Right, that's what he's talking about. Right, that's what he's talking about. But that's what he kind of said. But he mentioned it. He mentioned it. You know, he ain't stressing it out. And he just said that in one of the sentences. He said, "Man, I enjoy watching you guys." And he got the naming people. I like Chief Holiday and A1, and I like all you guys. He was like, "Boy, I would like to see a council." You know what I'm saying? Of you guys, blah 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 blah. He kept going, and I took that part, and you just said, "You know what? Why don't we do that?"
So how about this? Have them define for you what a council is, because everybody's definition is not the same. Because what you don't want to do is invest a lot of time and energy into something, and what you think he means is not what he means.
Well, I kind of understand where he coming from. He basically want to see us together. See, in his mind, he think we're all together. And yesterday, I had to break it down to him a little bit. Like, a lot of them don't really get along. So he was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? He was cool with that. And he was just like, you know, if they ain't going, they ain't going. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it in you guys' hands. You know what I'm saying?
You said a mouthful there, and I don't mean to cut you off. And that's why I speak the way I speak, passionate about Tribeup, because I'm in all the different, I deal with everybody in all the different communities. You get what I'm saying? I got a cool relationship with everybody in the community. And the one thing about Tribeup, when everybody look at it, everybody looks up to it because the image that it gives. And all I'm trying to say is before people end up chipping away and realize what they think it is, it's not. We need to get our shit together. So when people look at Tribeup, they look at Tribeup and think Tribeup has governance, ordinance, and stuff already set into place. That's what people are seeing. You know what I'm saying? And before we get called out on it, that's why I'm pushing for us to, like, hey, if this is what we doing, it's time to make it real. Get it in black.
Do it for real. Let's stop fucking around.
Or what's gonna happen? The whole thing gonna get called out, and everybody gonna look stupid.
Yep.
And I ain't with looking stupid. That's why I'm like, come on, you get what I'm saying? We can actually do this. We 26, 27 days in. When I met y'all was talking about having your own platform. Hey, we got our own platform, y'all.
Yep.
What we gonna do with it?
Yep.
It doesn't mean that what everybody else got going on stops. No, everybody keep pushing what you push. But if you get jammed up, no, you got a platform to fall back on.
Yup. We building it. And the shit is dope. It ain't just no little rinky-dink platform bones. That shit is dope.
No, but that player that's in there, child, I want y'all to understand me. Anybody can use that player to show their material. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I pay for the server to use. That's what I mean. We have our own.
Call out.
Yep.
You want to do a show, you don't want to be bothered, it don't got to be on our channel. You can design your own website, but you have a personal player to where there is no middleman. You see how now YouTube is everybody middleman?
Yep.
We don't have a middleman.
Right, and that's the bottom line. Matter of fact, you know, maybe I should do my little movie thing on there, because you know I got a little story movie that I worked on a while ago, and I tried to air it, but YouTube cut it off. And I could probably, you know, do some advertising and let everybody know on this date, you know, I'm gonna release the movie on Tribeup News. You know, try to get some traffic on there, and only exclusive on Tribeup News. You know, so that way I ain't got to worry about getting flagged.
And y'all don't even know the benefit. IBM offered us to where we dictate who run commercials on our platform.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's in the deal that me and Coach did with them. That no outside companies could never run on our stream. We dictate who runs on the stream, companies and advertisement spots. We ain't conform to anything. You can pick whatever company you want to advertise for.
Advertise, y'all. There's some software that does that too. But we need some Tribeup exclusive content. So it's up to you guys. See, you guys are the ones that kind of guard the content. So it's up to you guys to figure out, okay, what type of content are we going to show? You see what I'm saying? But you got to be careful, because whatever content you show is going to have a certain type of a certain type of crowd that come with it. But a crowd is
like I told you, we already got the The yard hoppers, we're gonna do one more pilot, so we'll have 5 and we'll be ready to go. That's the show I told you with the dudes, the 2 brothers that raise dogs, and they go all over the state just looking at different exotic dogs. One more pilot, and we got enough shows to start running that.
Okay.
Me and Coach probably gonna do something with boxing with a couple of boxing people. Like I said, it's in the work, but me and Coach, we're going through the community to get the numbers up. So we don't want to bring people in and put them to work, then later on be like, what happened was. You get what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we had a community in the corridor, so when we bring these people in, we bringing people in and hiring people, changing their lives, putting food on the table. That's mine and Coach direction, what we're trying to do.
Good. Yup. That's perfect. Because I was hoping, you guys was thinking like that too, so we can have some good controlled content for our family, and actually, we care about our image.
To be honest with y'all, I'm trying to get it done in the next 3 months. I'm starting to get tired. I miss my sleep.
And Ty, here's something to think about. And this is how every council, every board of directors, every nonprofit that I've ever dealt with, the first thing they look for, what are you doing in your community? Who can vouch for you? Because what I'm seeing, and again, I don't know what people do when they're not on YouTube, so I'm not pointing fingers. What I'm seeing is people just trying to recruit on YouTube. I'm not hearing anybody bringing in their own people from their own city, from their own town with this Aboriginal movement. I'm not hearing that. But you want to sit on a council, or you want to create this image of we doing real Indian shit. Real Indians recruit real Indians. Mm-hmm. The Cherokee did not become the Cherokee by starting in South Carolina and then going to damn Colorado and then picking up an Indian and then bringing them back to damn South Carolina. They started as individual tribes. First, they started by nations because nations are determined by the tongue. Then they were tribes. Then after they were tribes, they became bands, and after bands, it became confederations because now you got multiple tribes together. So Cherokee is misnomered as a tribe when in actuality is a confederation. So just like Blackfoot. So you have these people saying all this stuff and talking about all the stuff that they're doing on YouTube, but what kind of credibility do they have in their own streets?
Well, see, that's where it's the screening come in at. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the people gonna have to put up and shut up. But at least we can say, well, we reached out to them, we tried, we did, it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know that once we hit a certain level, a lot of people ain't gonna want to be on that level. They're not gonna feel comfortable on that level, and they ain't gonna want to go there. You see what I'm saying? And it's only gonna be some twos and fews that's been waiting on this level their whole damn life, and they just, you know what I'm saying? And so you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. So to give you a better explanation.
Right.
So you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
The area that I live in is within the 45-mile proximity of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Richmond, Virginia. People in all those areas know who I am, and I know who they are. If someone comes up on a YouTube channel, claim to be from an area doing a specific thing, and I haven't heard of them, or I don't know anybody that has heard of them, then what that's telling me is they're not doing anything in their community, or they're doing something in their community under another name.
And to give you a perfect example, I don't know if you remember the fighting show, the one news thing when they were talking about the Alto Shuffle, a fighting style in Georgia that they do. And I was able to bring in the dude from down the street that used to live where our coach live at now, who knows the dude that invented it. You know what I'm saying? By us knowing these people, a lot of these people know the person that brought in the Alto Shuffle, so now people that follow the dude follow us on the morning show now. You know what I'm saying? It's the people, it's just like how you had the comedian on there. That Omar Paul is known because he's in comedy shows like every weekend. And that's what we're saying. You plug in the people that's actually in the community, and it'll build organically by itself. You just have to make sure you got everything in place.
And that seems to be what people are trying to get away from, because when I mention it, people want to either change the damn subject, they want to clown it, or they just want to damn dismiss it. But one thing anybody know about me is, one, you're not clowning me. Two, I'm not letting you change the subject. And 3, you're not dismissing it. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is not real. The streets that I live on and drive on are real. The communities that I deal with are real. The people that I talk to are real. That's why I don't get into YouTube beefs. Because those beefs ain't real. Most of them are staged. Like WWE. Because people got so many connections that don't nobody know what's going on. But when you really start sitting back and listening, start talking to people that's been in the community for a while, you realize pretty much everybody came from the same damn group.
Yeah.
So the question that I have to ask is, what's the agenda? Because if you're not doing anything in your community, I understand some people just got there. There may be situations to where you don't get along with everybody. But in the whole county, the whole city you live in, you ain't talk to nobody. You can't have nobody vouch for you in your city. Nobody. Basically, well, I don't know about where y'all from, but where I'm from, that's called street cred. If you ain't got no street cred, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
He said street cred.
You talking smack.
Yeah.
Anybody can be anybody on YouTube, but that's all I'm saying. And again, if you're doing something on YouTube under a different name, and I understand for job purposes and things of that nature, that's fine. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna be working, if I'm gonna be working with you and partnering with you, I need to know who you are. Now I'm not gonna put your business out there because there are many people that have reached out to me whose screen name is nowhere near their quote unquote government name, and I know them. We've actually had conversations. We've actually done business together, and I've never mentioned their name on any platform.
Yeah, that's the majority. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the majority of YouTubers out there.
And that's fine. But if we having a one-on-one conversation, you don't want to give me your information, that's suspect.
Right, but see, there's going to be that time when that comes. You see what I'm saying?
That time is not, dude. We in 2019. The 2020 census is less than a year away. The time is now. There is no getting it together. We should have already gotten it together.
Yeah, we should have. We should have, but we don't. You see what I'm saying? So once that process goes, because Bones finna incorporate, and peoples need to put their name down there. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't ready to put your name down there, if you ain't ready to put your, to get in front of the camera and actually, show yourself and do some real content, then I'm sorry, you can't make it.
Well, I'm not even, and look, don't misunderstand me. You ain't, look, for instance, I know there's some people that are in some jobs where they can't show themselves. I'm not concerned with that. But I need to know who you are if I'm going to work with you. You ain't never got to show your face on screen, on camera, but I need to know who you are. So I'm not going to make it a situation where either you show your face or you ain't real. No. If somebody need to be vouched for, I'll vouch for them. But at the end of the day, like you said, we need to know who you are, because whether it's a felony situation or a back tax situation. Here's the thing I always try to explain to people: regardless of how you feel about the quote unquote government system, I know how to get people paid in that system. I know how to get people to become successful in that system. Mm-hmm. So if you got some stuff that you need to get fixed, holler at me. I can help you.
Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Everybody do it if you don't come at me. If you don't talk to me.
Everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something that they can, you know what I'm saying, that they can fix. But for some, that time, I feel like that time is coming. You see what I'm saying? But it's gonna have to happen organically. We can't force it and just tell people, hey, if you come in this group, you need to fill out this form, and we need to screen you, and you know what I'm saying? So it's coming.
But we don't need a million people to do that, though, bro.
I know, but it's coming. It's coming. I promise you, Mr.
Remember this, Todd. This is the thing people got to remember in life. Moments are created, and you make people witness it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Moments are created. You understand? The moments are created. It's just like now. If I want to do a concert, I'm going to create the moment and bring the people and make them the witnesses. It's just like with Tribeup. We create the moment. We set the stage on what it is. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we discipline and we have structure, the community is going to follow suit. Because right now the community follows suit. The reason why the community at times is out of whack and not organized, because let's be 100. Because we're not organized. There's times to where None of us don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is, and it's not attacking anybody. I love what's going on. When I met y'all, I told y'all what my intention was. We can go back to the first meeting ever.
And that's rare. That's rare. You see what I'm
Said
saying?
I'm gonna give y'all 30 hours a week. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna set up the radio station, website, and show everybody how to get paid now.
Right. You know, that brings up, when I was talking to the elder yesterday, you know, he was talking about what the foreigners do. He was like, yeah, the foreigners, they come here with years, they got this and they got that. And I was telling him that the foreigners do that stuff organic. They don't have no councils and no meetings and no things like that. The stuff they be doing, that's organic culture. They just know. You see what I'm saying? And so, and I was saying that's kind of what Tribeup about. We want people to come together and, you know, people that just know. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to ask you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You should know. You see what I'm saying? And some people do and some people don't. And for the people that don't, they probably not going to be able to make it because they don't have the proper, you know, the organic, you know, things that we trying to get going on. Like, cause Bones them came through organic. Nobody told Bones, hey Bones, this is what you got to do, nigga. I need,
you guys like that?
I need $7 out you per month.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so
We give you
okay, so check it out.
we give you that.
Tomorrow's our
It
last
all
day.
came, you know what I'm saying? Well, hold on, it all came organic. You see what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of these other cultures ain't able to do it. They don't have no councils. Like the Mexicans ain't really got no hardcore councils and some of these, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got, you know, they got structure, but it's an organic cultural structure where the elderly people have their, you know, roles and the women have their role. And this is kind of where we in the midst. And this is why everybody here right now, organic. You see what I'm saying? But after the organic part, okay, I get you, fam. You been here, you been working. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Nigga, where you come from? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. You know, I believe it should happen organically. I actually believe that. But if it's not happening, then, you know, that person shouldn't, you know, that person is not going to be able to make it if it's not an organic thing. Because I can come up to you organically without even knowing your rules and say, hey, my name is Tyron Vito. You know what I'm saying? I'm the founder of Data Dogs Communication. Like that. Like there's, you know, that's not something you gotta force out of me. You see what I'm saying? I just know.
Ty.
And you know.
Ty, here's the thing you gotta understand. You gotta understand. You may been in business for a long time, but I teach business for a living. People pay me to teach business. And this is one thing I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Business owners aren't organic. They're not. You learn business. You conduct business. You grow within business. We didn't get here where we are by being born. Everything you know about business, you learned. Everything Bones knows about business, he learned. Everything I know about business, I learned. People don't know business have to be taught. So for us to be expecting people to organically know how to run a business, that statement, and I'm not trying to be funny, but that statement is a false statement. It's not organic. Even people that are born into families where they have large sums of income from business have to be taught business. So what you're saying is based off of your personal experience. Now, if everybody grew up the way that you grew up and saw things the way that you saw things, then they will see what you see, operate the way you operate. However, that's not the case. Everybody has different life experiences. They have different influences. They have different exposures. Some people don't even know what a board is. Some people don't even know what types of boards there are. Some people don't even know what governance is because they've never had to go through that or deal with that. So for us to be expecting people to know how to do certain things, that to me personally, that's a fallacy on our part. When I deal with people, I deal with them from the standpoint of I will ask you what you know, and then I will find out if you want to know more, and if you want to learn, I will teach you. So no, I'm not going to make you do something, but I'm not going to throw you in a system and expect you to already know it. That's a fallacy system because there is no organization that does that. So understand that people have to be taught and they have to be shown what to do. They're not going to automatically come up with it and do it on their own. And if you think about the way business works and operations work, you have 5% of the people controlling 95% of the people. That means they get their orders from the top down. So if that's the case in most organizations, that's going to be the case in Tribeup. So look at who you're talking to now, right? Look at the expertise that's on this call now. Let's do this. We have 6 people on this call, right? There are a lot more people that view Tribeup, and I'm sure there are a lot of people that would love to help. Now, I dare say that everybody on this call understands business in some form or format. Okay, that would make up at least 10% of Tribeup. So that means everybody else don't know squat or they know very little. That means we either have to teach them or we have to find somebody that know. Does that make sense?
Right. You're saying for the people that don't know that want to get on board, they got to learn.
Yeah, they're going to have to learn. And we can't expect them to know. Not everybody is going to be as...
That is true. That is true.
So that's all I'm saying, bro. Because if you're waiting, you're going to be waiting a long time.
But for the people who do know, you expect them to go accordingly. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking about, the organic sense. The people that do know, the people that see Tribeup and say, you know what, I like what these guys are doing, I want to help. And now they should be automatically know, like, hey, you guys, I watched you guys. My name is, Paul, Jacob or whatever. And, I run a little lawnmower company. I like, what I'm saying? They should at least know how to, even present themselves or even come on. They should know that. But for the people who don't, they're going to need to learn that. But when I was talking about the organic part, I wasn't talking about just business. I was just talking about, it just in the culture as a whole. You see what I'm saying? Like, I should know how to respect you as an elder. Like, you shouldn't have to teach me, nigga, I'm about 10, nigga, I got kids your age. Don't talk to me like that. Like, you shouldn't have to tell me that. I should know that. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I meant, like, the organic part. But when it do come to business, yeah, if people don't know it, because everybody know a different level, and everybody, so business, it was going to be hard to calculate because there's so many different businesses and there's so many different levels of business. Like, it's going to be hard. But at least the culture, that should be able to be calculatable because, I should know you got kids my age, so I shouldn't play games with you. I shouldn't, it just out of respect. I should have a certain type of respect for you. And as a person of the culture, I should just organically know that,
No, let me show you what the organic part comes in, Ty. I'm going to use what I know for sure. I'm going to take me and Coach. Me and Coach now have been working together, 3 months?
Right, y'all.
There we
go. Yeah.
Me and Coach have never sat down face to face yet. Y'all know this?
Yeah.
Me and Coach never met each other yet. But you know why it works? Because that day when Coach said he wanted to do a news show and I told him I was going to back him up, after we got off that phone conversation, me and Coach took 2 days learning everything possible we had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Meaning to where he let me know what his skill set was. He's a people person. He liked talking. That's why most shows you'll see coaches on the screen doing the talking. Me, I'm good with the numbers, the data, the information, programming. So I'd be in the background a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's the organic part. Organic is your natural skill set, allowing a person to do what they do best.
And it fall in line, right? But
that's the organic part in business,
right?
But the business part, you got to put that together.
Yeah,
you got to create that.
What Mr. Thomas saying, yeah.
Perfect thing is when he mentioned Tribeup News. At that moment, we created the business. You get what I'm saying? Now, the organic part was us learning our skill sets naturally and how to apply them.
Right. So, yeah, that was a perfect example. You guys ain't sit down and made no rules. You just knew.
No, we actually sat down and talked it out, what the agenda would be.
I'm talking about far as like, who get what, you know what I'm saying? Because eventually you gotta talk about that. But you guys knew, you guys basically already knew, like, let's say division. You guys both organically knew division, and it was just you guys had talked about what steps we're gonna do to get there. You see what I'm saying? But you didn't really have to make no hardcore rules and say, well, you can't do this. Like, I don't want you touching my computer phones, or like, you can't go on after this. Like, I don't think you guys sat down and made like a hardcore, like, login sheet or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, we didn't have to do that, because that's what I'm saying, to where we do what's in our natural skill set.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like all the stuff, keeping track of the hours and all that, that's in my natural skill set. So I do all the analytics and just get a number as a coach, so he know where to go, using his skill set.
Dope. That's dope. And that right there is, you guys are the essence of Tribeup. You guys are the damn face of Tribeup. You guys are the real deal.
No, we don't even look at it like that. It's that me and Coach heard the need that everybody was saying. And we were in a situation to where me and him sat down and realized me and him together can make it possible.
Yeah.
And our thing is now, it's just like when I made the statement about cleaning up some of the things we say at certain times of day. It's just being realistic, is that if we say we are doing this for the betterment of ourselves and our people, then we can't shoot ourselves in the foot before we get off the ground. Because yes, indeed, we talking about people don't want to deal with the government and this and that. But hey, we all are in the system now. If you take shots at the system while you in the system, what do you think the outcome is?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, they got to be cautious of the black extremist list. It's real. Ask Empress Hoprit. She got tagged with it on her page. The problem is, once you start getting tagged with that, any desires you got go out the damn window. Ain't nobody gonna deal with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, listen, if you got personal feelings on, you don't like white people and all that, that's cool. Let's keep that in the back chat. And at the front during day hours, when we know you got kids and companies listening, let's keep that language to a minimum or none.
And you just came up with that. You just came up with it because you just know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's for me doing business, knowing if Tribeup is going to be a business and be taken serious. You got kids. That's just like how Jay say. Some days he want to have his kids listen. Some days Coach have it broadcasting from the barbershop. There's days I have my speakers in big screen broadcasting the show on my street. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we know the people that's listening to it. And so all we saying is like, listen, we can reach more people if we clean up our message. You know what I'm saying? We still can keep the rah. We just create a channel and a different outlet and the time slot for that. So you can do what you want to do, but everything in moderation, and everything has a time and its place.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying with it. Everybody can keep doing them. Be yourself. Ain't nobody saying change who you are. Let's just put everything in its proper place, so that way this can be more effective.
Yeah. And maybe next call, we can get on Legal Zone and we can just chop it down from there. But that's sort of how kind of like, me and Chief Holiday work. Because me and Chief Holiday, like, there couldn't be no two different people in the world, than me and Chief Holiday. You know what I'm saying? And, and we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? It was all organic. I knew Chief Holiday is about 8-9 years, maybe even 10 years older than me. So, I have a certain type of respect level. He made it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I'm trying to get that old. And so there's a certain respect level within our culture that I have. It don't matter what he did or what all this other shit, motherfucker, you like, you know what I'm saying? You up there and I'm not there yet. And so, he has a respect level for me too. And he just organically know, like, okay, this the little guy, whatever little category he put me in. And so that's how we was able to, to come on. And a lot of people ain't really seen that type of thing before, where you got me and I come on, I play my little part, and then Chief Holiday, he come on, he cussing everybody out and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a little dual thing where we played it and we know we got it. And when we cut it on and we both get in our roles and get to going, you know what I'm saying? People be logged in. You see what I'm saying? And so that happened organically. We never sat down and made any rules. You know what I'm saying? But, every now and then we'd throw some hints like, oh, you're going to be the bad guy today or the good guy. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And and it worked for us. But now we coming to a point where it has to, what now eventually we came to a point where, we doing things together. So, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? What's your address? Can I, what I'm saying? And we get to know each other. Oh, you got 2 kids and you blah, blah, blah. So now we at a stage where we actually really know each other. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't like force that. Like I didn't tell him like, nigga, if I don't get your name and number, fam, like nigga, you need to push right. You know what I'm saying? It just happened. You see what I'm saying?
And
so
here's the thing.
But I understand. But in business, when we at this level, and we have a certain time frame, we need to get things done. Sometimes you do have to be like, look, fam, we got this on the table. We doing this. If you gonna mess with us, man, this is how this gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you coming from, especially in business, Mr. Thomas.
Not even just in business, but in general. Like for instance, when again, I don't know how communities are nowadays with children, because my youngest is 19 going on 20. But when I lived in my community and there was a little boy and a little girl in my neighborhood or in my yard playing, I would go up to them, introduce myself, and I find out who their parents are. I'm just not gonna let some no-name child play in my yard, because if something happens to that child, I'm responsible. So even in life, that's the way I've always operated. Do I expect everybody to operate that way? No. But at the end of the day, it's all about letting people know what your non-negotiables are. Case in point, give you an example. This has nothing to do with business. Child want to come play with my child, my kids get spankings. Doing something they got no business. If I can't spank your child can't come in my house. That ain't nothing bad on you. But what I'm saying is, I got non-negotiables. I'm not gonna have your bratty tail kid come and tearing up my stuff, and then there ain't gonna be no repercussions. Either they getting a butt whooping or you getting one. But at least you know where you stand with me, and that's what I'm saying. That stuff works out better when people understand that people know.
Yeah.
Now people want to run channels where there is, they have a looser governance, because there's all forms of governance. There's no one set way. So I'm not saying that. Some forms of governance are looser than others. Some are more restrictive, and if those looser form of governance work for those people, then those people need to work together and do what they do. But for me, in the way that I run things, if again, I only know how to do successful stuff based off of what I do. I don't know anybody that has had a very loose form of governance and been successful. So I can't speak on that. So everything I'm going to speak on is based off of my experience and what I've seen, what I've done, and what I've taught people to do that have been successful. So I'm not poo-pooing loose governance. I'm just saying I've never seen it work. And that don't mean it ain't work. I'm just saying I haven't seen it work. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to know who they're dealing with and what their expectations are. Because if not, then we just going to be waiting for organic stuff to happen all day long. Now, again, I get it that, I can be forceful when it comes to things, when it comes to business. But at the end of the day, my goal is for the betterment of everybody, not just for the betterment of me. Because I can tell you right now, real talk, $450 an hour I give up every time I do one of these calls. So just to let you know that.
That's Sergeant. We got you. But we gotta figure out this land though. That's one thing on the table. But it seems like we stuck at this place where Tribeup need to get incorporated. So that needs to get done. And so with the incorporation, it's gonna be names involved, governance, and it's gonna be all those laws and stuff. And anybody that can't accord with them or go by them, you can't be a part of it. I mean, it's just that simple. And I don't know when you guys want to start that, but me, I would do it right now. I mean, I go right to Legal Zone right now and make it up right now. But unless we can wait till next week, but that corporation has to be established.
Well, first you got to find out the pieces and the players that you haven't involved with it. That would be your first start, to find out, okay, who in the incorporating phase of the Tribeup are you involving with? You get what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. A lot of them decisions you have to start making, because just like how TMA said, in business, orders come from the top percent and trickle down. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean nobody better than anybody, but no, it has to be organized. It has to be structured.
Right. Me personally, I would rather see Chief, you and Coach make those decisions. Who you guys want to put on the paperwork? I would rather see y'all three make that. That's just my personal opinion.
That's and you know what? That's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you know where to start. So that means you just basically gave the order. So y'all know what you gotta do. And also too, when it comes, and again, I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't know why y'all not hearing me. Checking. Mic check. Maybe y'all can hear. The only thing that's gonna cost you guys is what it costs to actually incorporate in the state that you want to. So I'm not gonna charge you to do the paperwork. I just need
where I stand. So like TMH can do it all day.
So don't feel like you got to go through LegalZoom, because I'm gonna tell you right now, on minimum, LegalZoom will hit you upside the head for at least $750.
Yeah, they did. They just robbed me. They just robbed us, man.
This is what I know. It doesn't cost any money to get your tax ID number. You can get up to 5 tax ID numbers online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can incorporate in your state or in any state for under $200.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, the max it's going to cost you is $200 to pay for the incorporation. The bylaws and stuff like that, all you got to do is let me know what it is that you need, and I got the templates for the bylaws, and I'm not going to charge you. That's $750 on the low end that you're going to save. So I'm not doing this to get paid. I'm doing this to help. So that's why you always hear me say people never come to me and ask me any questions. They just make assumptions. I've never said I was going to charge. I've always said I give free consultations out. Anybody that needs something looked at, I'll look at it. I'm not charging for it.
And y'all hear me say it on the air every time. Listen, y'all hit up TMH on it.
But Mr. Thomas, this is the thing though, is how can we help you too? That's kind of where I'm kind of confused.
By incorporating.
I know you here to help, but how can we help you?
Dude, you've already helped me. If it wasn't for I'm gonna say this again. If it wasn't for Tribeup, nigga, I wouldn't know I was in India.
Oh, okay.
I told you and Chief that the first day y'all gave me the link to the panel. I was like, listen, I appreciate it because I know I'm in the right direction by y'all. That's why when you always say, "Oh, what can I'm like, Ty?" I'm straight.
Right. Okay.
Nigga, I found a tribe because of y'all niggas. What the fuck you mean? What can you do?
I get you. So
hopefully I answered your question.
Yeah. Because
sometimes financially come on the back end. That's how I look at it. Was ever meant to come financial or come through the paperwork process, and that'll come on the back end after we set up how everything we setting it up. Right. That's why I look at it that way.
Cool.
TMA says something that I keep repeating. Building something to when our time has come and gone, this is still here. That 100 years from now, that our people can have the industry and structures that's providing. That should be the goal. That should be the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To put something in place that 100 years, they can look back and be like, in this moment, we made the conscious choice to make something different.
Yeah.
To start putting our people in the direction of owning something, getting them back to their tribes, waking as many up. We ain't going to get everybody, but maybe we are meant to get the spark going for the next generation to wake up millions and millions or more. But we ain't going to know if we keep sitting here stuck in the mud.
Yeah, and I don't know if Chief told y'all yet, but there's a group of young brothers out there in San Francisco finna fly Chief Holiday out, and finna fly him out, give him a little hotel room, and have him come out there and speak at a little seminar. So
what's up?
They out there,
and that's the type of stuff that needs to be promoted. That's the type of stuff that people need to hear, because if he's going out and he's talking to people, and those gentlemen heard from him through whatever medium it was, that's the type of stuff people need to hear, because what that does is it gives them hope.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I mean, again, like I said, if it wasn't for Tribeup News, I wouldn't know I was in India. So I don't know how many more ways I can say it. So the frustration you hear is from me wanting to do more and give back and do everything I can.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do was donate the conference call, nigga. Donate the conference call number so y'all can use it and start, and you won't have to be dependent on me. because as tax season comes near and I start working with the partnership, I don't want y'all to have to be waiting on me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I need whoever wants to be responsible and help with this. I will give you your own conference call number and your conference call line and a link, and it can link to whatever Gmail account that you set up, and you can do the same thing that I'm doing. You can use it however you want to. It doesn't have to be specifically for whatever Tribeup is doing. It could be your personal number. If you want to do conference calls using it, that's fine. I don't care. But I don't want something that's happening at my office to slow down any momentum that we've built, because that's not helpful. I want to help. I don't want to deter, if that makes sense.
Right. Yep. And my time's gonna come a little limited too, because my sister is gonna run for lieutenant governor, in my city, and her little brother Data Dogs Communication, in my city, I'm gonna be right there with her. So eventually, through this little process, my time will be very limited. But I ain't going, but it'll just be a little limited, and but shout out to her. And so, once we get these corporations going, we, at least in Minnesota, we can try to tap into these citywide contracts. We could put in the bid for these citywide contracts, because whatever positivity that I got going around me is going to flood over to her. And so, and also vice versa, and so, um, you know, but being in that, so it puts me in the mode where I just want to get shit done, because I know, I'm 100%, 1000% confident that whatever we're doing, it's working. It's going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Document it, Ty. Your sister and what you're doing, the politics and everything. Find out as much as you can document, and that's what you stream. See, the catch is now, when I say creation, we create our content. It's enough of us in our cities. If we get active in our neighborhoods, that's content. That's news that pertains to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That me and Coach could be in the morning talking about, showing footage and stuff what you and your sister are doing politically in Minnesota. We can show footage of Chief out there at the conference in San Francisco. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to remember, that's our content. How YouTube keep flagging us and this and that. Ain't no flagging, it's our content.
It's ours. Yep.
And it's exclusive, because anybody else who want it, guess who they got to come to now?
Us to get it, not YouTube. YouTube, you can't get it off YouTube.
You get what I'm saying?
Right, you get the chopped up edited version with the commercials in it on YouTube.
But if you want the pure source, it's always what you're saying. It's the owners of it going to get paid for it. The creators of the content. Don't cost nothing to publish. Publishing is free.
Oh, I never even knew that.
I've been saying that for the longest.
It's probably because I never had to mean to, like.
Yeah, even with the song, when I told you, if you really, that little song, yes, a gimmick song. But you can publish it. Go to BMI, register for free. You can register the song. Who knows? 100 years from now, somebody probably pick it up and sample something.
Yeah, one of those little songs is kind of flaring up in India. The little Cures in the Code.
Listen, we'll hit up later on. I'll walk you through the publishing thing. You can get it published. That's why when I gave you the beat to the code, I was like, listen, bro, I ain't copyright. I ain't put no paperwork or nothing on it. Build what you want to build with it. If you want to license it, so if it makes sense, you see something, I'll show you how to do it for free.
No, you can do it, man. I ain't worried about that. You can do it. That's fun to me, man. That's just like.
But if you own it, it only makes sense. Like I told y'all before, I wrote songs 10 years ago that my kids' names are on. My daughter is on songs, and my daughter never did music a day in her life. Because you got to remember with that music, that publishing, they own it. You know what I'm saying? I got pieces that used for commercials that's in her name. Like I said, it's that ownership. You got to remember, you can give that ownership to, if you create it, you can give ownership to anybody you deem.
And then hook it up, Bones. Hook it up. Go ahead, man. Put it in your name, man. Hook it up. You know what I'm saying? That'll make me want to promote it a lot more now that I know, there could be some You know, that make me want to do a lot more. Now
That's
that I
why they
know.
the radio station and gave the radio station the Tribeup. Because I seen you had a whole lot of artists and they were wanting to get played. Look at it this way. I give you the template for it. You got the radio station. You have everybody in the community that do music. Have them submit their music. You don't want to charge them because what they're going to do is they're going to get the people listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a song. You're going to tell people, hey, you can hear my music on such and such station.
Yeah.
Now, when them listeners come in, like I said before, now you can go to your local car dealership. Listen, I own such and such radio station. I got such and such listeners, and it'll benefit you. Do a commercial here, and this is our price for the month. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
When I built my first radio station off of charging people $10 for 100 plays a month.
Damn. It's too much. Yeah, it's way too much out there, man.
I'm not gonna tell you nothing that I don't know. If I'm telling it to you, giving it to you, is because I'm doing it or I have done it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Don't look at radio. Commercials use music. Video games use music. Everything use some form of a jingle.
Yep. I just yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, we really got everything in place.
You got it all. My bad. Yep, we got it all. You just gotta
if you really just take a step back and look at what you have already. You have 5,000 to lead, then you have Tribeup. You know, Tribeup will actually be the umbrella corporation. You know, and you have 5,000 elite sponsors.
That's why we need to incorporate. You got a corporation back in the corporation. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. A corporation that backs a corporation. A corporation that operates as a corporation.
Yeah. So when you start promoting that 5,000 elite, and you can also throw in sponsored by Tribeup.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the catch is all the companies that you have on the websites. The main commercial ad space, you want it to be for them because you have a stake in that. You get what I'm saying? You don't want commercials that your fan base can click on and it takes them to an outside site now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You done lost that person because now they get caught in somebody else's web. No, you want to build it to where them first main ad spots go to everybody you dealing with in your community. Yeah. So TMH, if you know, okay, he doing tax, just speaking hypothetically, you will have during tax season, you will have
him right to that.
But him, you know what I'm saying? That's how you give back to him. You know what I'm saying? The people that's coming in, that's putting up services, you give back by advertising their services. That's how we said before. We don't have to use money between our sales, but the money comes in from the outside world that we do business with.
Yeah, and especially when the outsiders see us advertising, we don't got to be like, hey, shout out to Bones, because they know Bones is my boy. So we be like, shout out to such and such entertainment. Don't nobody know who that is. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with TMH business. Same thing with TMH business. If he put on his website, sponsored by Tribeup, sponsored by 5,000 Elite, people are going to start going to check out those sites.
Right, but they got to be ready though. They got to be.
And on them sites, you make sure you have links that lead back to TMH site and other people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but everything got to be up to par. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we get everything, we get it organized and structured, so it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we having these meetings right now to get everything in order.
Yep.
So we can't overthink it. We have to process it first. Get it in the order how we want it to be. And that's the start right there.
Who's the Aboriginal Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up, man? How you been, man?
Been pretty good.
Did you get your your lineage taken care of?
I've been taking a break so far. I've been helping other people out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been on some too, man. I'm gonna try to hit up TMH because he got a little plug. So I'm gonna try to set up a meeting where we can do some of that because man, I ain't got enough time to do it myself.
Another thing I wanted to mention, what y'all was talking about earlier, I was working at the time, so I'm taking a little break right now. I mean, the main thing was Tribeup numbers came to a halt because it was so many haters at one point in time, and it didn't get to the numbers that it was supposed to. because if you notice, the numbers was climbing so fast at one point in time that certain people started hating, and then the numbers slowed down.
Listen, I seen the numbers. I can tell y'all right now. Tribeup went from an average base of 500, jumped up to 2,300.
Yeah, we was doing about 400 a month. Yeah, we was doing about 400 a month.
No, what I mean is the time that you was gone, because you got to remember on all the accounts, me and Coach running on multiple. So when we get the multiple numbers in, the multiple views, bro, we were getting like 2,300 a day.
Trying to tell you, Tribeup, you know.
Yeah, the exposure jumped up 120%. That's when everything started. That's when everybody started popping up. Like I said, I can fax you the numbers on it.
Yeah, that name's out there now. It's out there, but you know what I'm saying, like to overcome people hating, because it's a lot of people that shied away because of the hate, because people were manipulated to make that Tribeup look a certain way. So that, you know, that messed up a lot of the views and the information that we was pushing, because a lot of information we had pushed way in the past, other platforms start pushing later. You see what I'm saying? And I peeped that.
Yeah. And they doing numbers, off our old stuff.
The distraction come, and Tribeup don't put out what it was known for. That platform that's giving people information and helping people. Like he said, the numbers stop growing. Because see, what me and Coach do, and Chiame say it all the time, and it's the one thing that Tribeup is good at doing, paying attention to the people in the chat. See, when people stop answering the questions to the chat, helping people in the chat, people started leaving, you know, and I know that personally because people have said that to me, you know, in conversations in the back chats and stuff. It's because of a lot of distractions from the hate and stuff and the arguing going on.
Right, and I could also tell, just becoming more involved with the morning show, from the panel and the back end of it, starting to see people in the chat get frustrated when they try to come up with a topic or ask a question, and it never gets answered. You know, you got radio silence on what they were asking, but we, you know, talking about whatever other random thing comes up. You know, and I think another big part of it now that we on this part of the production is staying on message, because it's easy to start on one thing, have something come up and just go to a completely different thing and derail what the conversation was about. And a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times when people tune in, I mean, we got our regulars that come in. We got at least like 20 regulars that I can think of whose names I see every day. But we also have people who tune in fairly often, but are tuning in for a specific aspect of what we're doing. And if we're constantly bouncing around, they may lose interest and fall off, you know, and at some point maybe unsubscribe if they're not, you know, getting what they came there for. And, you know, and that's all to people's, you know, to people's personal thing. But I think we would benefit from being able to stay on message, and as far as a format, you know, if we got an hour, because we're doing it for what is like I want to say it's like 6 hours or so a day. At least the news
4:30 to 10:30, yeah.
Right. So you got to fill 6 hours up with something. If we have it where we got a period where we know people are gonna, you know, they've already gotten the news, they've already been caught up for what they need to know for the day, or at least for the morning, and we just kind of shooting it, you know, from the hip. You know, we can have an area for that where certain people come in to get the banter, you know, and get the jokes and so forth. But then you got some people that come in actually to hear, you know, what news is relevant to them that they don't get anywhere else, you know. And so I think if we don't necessarily have to restructure what we're doing, but if we kind of pay a little more.
No, go back, because what happened is, and I'm glad you mentioned it, because I've seen it firsthand, is that energy, that negative energy that flooded in, started infiltrating everywhere, and it changed the focus on all the platforms.
Yeah, it did, because every show became about
every show to where everything was the same. Exactly. Just aggressive. It's okay to have the aggressive bashing. I'm not knocking that, because you do have a group of people that respond to that. It's just putting it back in its time spot and everything, because every different show spoke to a different group of people.
Yeah.
Now with all the shows being basically the same, You get what I'm saying? It's like you
Yeah.
talking to a full group of people and you
Yeah.
losing through income.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's getting back. It's getting it back to where information. When it's information time, we keep it on information. When we had the shows designed in the evening to where we talk aggressively and stuff, that's the narrative that stay there. You know, putting everything back in its proper context.
Yeah, so people can watch and they slide. You know,
Yeah.
and
Y'all
also
took the words right out of my mouth because I was sure about to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? The people that's getting on these platforms, they got to come with some new research and stop recycling stuff.
the same shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all good. But now, see, we in the background, we practicing. So anybody come on, man. We just want some people to talk more at this point in time because we back here learning. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool for right now. But at some point, like you said, man, you got to come with some real original stuff. And eventually,
But that's simple. That comes into where, like I said, every last one of us is a reporter. Because in our neighborhood, there's things that we doing, things that's going on. All it is just documenting it and just sending it in. And those become the stories. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
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 That
Also,
becomes the inspiration of the
also,
day.
Mr. Thomas, make sure you get one of these projectors, man. They going quick. Make sure you get one. I got one with your name on it. Make sure you plug that up. And Copper Indigo, did you see the video I did called "The Future Is Now"? Did you see that video?
Yes, I did, and I saw a few of the assets that you had, and I kind of think I know where some of them came from. But that's good because I can see where the thought process and putting the production together.
You see how we did that?
Good.
Right. That was all done with just a basic computer and some little 3D things you can get right off the internet. No hardcore production, no hardcore production skills.
That's right. Most of that stuff was free, you know.
Right.
Close to it.
Not free, but a little ingenuity, little computer skills, a little modifications here and there. But that's all simple stuff. And I'm not even a character guy. Like I can't draw or shit. Like I don't even write that good. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're going. And we need you on that. Anything you need, just let me know. You want to know exactly how we did it and stuff like that. We can give you all that. That's where we need to go.
That's what's up.
Once we get that, it's a wrap. That's going to be a powerful part of Tribeup is that 3D cartoon section right there, because that thing that one little commercial, like people was like literally signing up for the 5,000 leakers of that. And I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to promote one of the brothers, promote one of the brothers on the internet. And and let them know, like, look, we out here, we working. We ain't no lazy dudes out here talking about what we gonna do to white people or how white people did us. We working. That was the point of the video. And people took.
I definitely want to see 5,000 Elite turn into an electronics company.
Electronics company? No. We own electronic company. We're gonna have different types of electronic companies. So
no. I'm saying that's one of the branch also of the 5,000 Elite.
Oh yeah,
that's what I want to see.
Yep. You already know it can't be no other way. We gotta have that, but we just gotta take baby steps and stuff. Because electronics, you can't. Electronics go very fast, so electronics get very old. So if I make some electronics right now, they're only good until Christmas. And so
I definitely got some information too. I definitely got some new information.
Hello.
If you start looking into the first immigration bills that were passed, it's new. It's so much information in that. I got some new information on that. Have any of y'all ever heard of the?
You gonna say
have any of y'all ever heard of the phrase nativism?
Huh?
Nativism.
Just now, I just heard that just now.
Yeah, look into nativism and check it out.
You gonna tell me? So that way I can do both. Let me see.
I'm gonna let you look into it and check it out and see what's up with it.
Because the only source I got is Google besides you.
No, you can check Google. It's a lot of information on it. Plenty of it.
Mr. Thomas, you want to check that out? Oh, let me see.
That's if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of like the equivalency of like the American First policy that we're hearing about now, where you protect your group, and in order to protect your group, you kind of restrict how much intercourse you have as far as commerce that is with other groups.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're getting at?
The policy protection the interests of native born or establishing habitats against those of immigrants. The theory, that concept, mental capacity of mental structure. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. We gotta watch, who we do business with. We gotta be careful who we do business with, and we gotta, pretty much understand who's an outsider, who's not. So it's kind of like, basically, I mean, taking care of your own, pretty much. That's from my understanding. Taking care of your own first, or taking care of your own. Yeah, that should be something. That's right there is one of those organic things. It gotta happen. Like I shouldn't have to teach a grown ass man that.
Well, unfortunately, you are, because again, it goes down to exposure. Like you made a statement about people should know to respect their elders. Well, nowadays kids don't respect their elders because their parents don't respect elders.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids are going to do what their parents do.
Yeah.
And with the way that the school system is set up, teachers aren't even allowed to discipline kids. Teachers have the responsibility, but they don't have the backing of the power to enact on those responsibilities. So nowadays, people just say what the hell they want to say without any form of repercussion because that's what they're used to. They're used to getting away with stuff unchecked.
Mr. Thomas, you whoop kids?
Say what?
You whoop kids?
Didn't you hear what I said?
Somebody daddy mean as hell.
But ask me how many of my kids have ever gone to jail, been pulled over for being black, or had any problems in school.
How many kids have ever been pulled over?
Of my kids or any of the kids that I helped deal with and raise, none of them.
How many kids of yours ever went to jail?
None. None of them ever been pulled over by the police.
Oh, okay. Because they got their ass whooped, y'all. That's the point. That's the segment of the day.
I was their first form of authority, and all the kids because we live, well, they still live in a predominantly what you call melanated or black neighborhood with gangsters and drug dealers and all that stuff.
Your kids got their ass whooped.
So at the end of the day, it's all about order. Yeah. It's all about putting things in proper perspective. And I grew up in a time period where, when I was young, I had friends who didn't get disciplined. They ended up in jail or dead.
Oh, dead.
Didn't get disciplined, didn't. So, of course, that's a blanket statement. There's different variances of that, but for the most part, that's what happened. So that's the way I raised my kids, and they turned out just fine.
Mr. Thomas, you carry a little knife on you?
Do I carry a knife on me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do I have knives? Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll just see if you want to. Oh, the guys, they always got them little knives and shit. They be having. You ain't that old, Jack. You ain't that old. No.
Well, I do have pocket knives, but
you do got. Oh, okay.
But if you know what you're doing, you can take somebody out with an ink pen.
Yeah, I know.
So do I have a knife? Yes. Do I know how to use knives? Yes. But then again, it's like, but think about it. If you walk around and you in your own community, don't nobody mess with you.
Yeah.
So, that would be like anybody on this call. They can walk around their neighborhood. They can walk around in the places where people are familiar with them, and they ain't got to worry about nothing. So, because I'm always out in the community, I ain't never got to worry about that. So, but to answer your question, like if I'm out of town or out of state, no, I don't carry anything on me unless I'm in one of them states that allow me to carry concealed. But where I'm at, from Northern Virginia up north, you mess around and get hemmed up, even with a concealed permit, because they don't play that in the northern states.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So So I do a lot of my traveling, my inner workings with weapons down south. So hopefully that answers your question.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
But you ain't that old, man. So you ain't.
Dude, I'll be 49 this year.
Right, man. You ain't nobody, man. You ain't nobody. You only that old. Yeah. So you still gotta,
Dude, look, I can remember. Look, I can still remember the rotary phone on the wall, bro.
All right, no, okay, yeah, I take that.
I remember them days. Them the ugly ones when they only had one time.
Andy Griffith.
Y'all starting to make me feel old now.
Everybody had the same phone. They ain't come in a different style yet.
Nope.
That's right.
And you thought you were doing something.
White TV.
Oh my gosh! Remember, look. So here we go. Remember the floor models, the 25-inch floor models that had the matching stereo system?
Oh my goodness, attached to it. Them things were so heavy. I hated when they came with the swivel bases. Tear your whole finger off. I know from experience. Oh, move the TV. I won't do that no more.
Did y'all have calculators?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Texas Instrument.
Did y'all? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Texas Instruments. They ruled them calculators. You know them calculators almost $200 now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They have them at school. Yup. They used to have them at school.
Casio watches from back in the days. Done got that.
Oh, the Casio watches. I remember those. I remember they premiered on Double.
All cell phones come with a calculator now.
Used to give them. Nickelodeon used to give them out on Double Dare and shit. Every kid.
You know, them things are arm and a leg now.
Yeah. Supreme Holiday said all cell phones come with a calculator.
Yeah,
you talking about a watch? But
yeah, I know they came with the calculator watch. Yeah.
Y'all remember before they combined it with?
Yeah, I remember the old calculator watch.
Y'all remember before they combined it with the phone, the little pad where you keep the people's numbers in.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You talking about the Palm Pilots?
Yeah, the little Palm Pilots. I had a dope one, man. I was fresh.
You don't know nothing about no beepers.
Ooh, Sky pages.
When was the last time y'all seen a phone booth? Sheesh.
Wow.
Dude, hold on. Now, it depends on where you live.
Super man be out of business. That nigga had to go take his clothes off in front of everybody.
Dude, now the TV shows they change clothes in the alleys now.
Yeah, they do that. Hell no.
So yeah, bro, we done seen a lot of changes, man. A lot of changes, and you figure that in that short time span, we went from, computers that had less power than your cell phone, but filled up a whole house.
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
I tell you, when I got into the program, it didn't have the Apple IIe.
Yeah,
only the Apple IIe computer when I got into programming.
Yeah, that was back when the computer room was a full room full of nothing but computer parts.
Mm-hmm.
Punch cards and all the other good stuff.
Wow.
I still know DOS. I can still program on an old Apple IIe.
Dog, damn.
Hey, man.
Right, the code stuff over.
Hey. Back to Windows 95.
Hey,
no, this was 95, bro. This was 95 and everything.
I know, but Windows 95 had it too.
Mm-hmm.
Bones, don't be asking these young bucks to get on the command line now. Don't go ahead.
Damn,
I can work that a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, back then you had to learn it. It was required in school.
That's the basis of a computer right there. That's the actual real computer. It's just those commands. They put them in the background. That's all.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I was in school, you had to take computer programming to graduate. You had to take computer programming. You had to take either shop or mechanics. You had to take printing. You had to take 2 foreign languages. What else was it? Like we had skill classes that you had to graduate. Home ec was another one. Finance was another one.
Yeah, I remember home ec. Yeah, that was a long time. Shit, nowadays we just got to show up. Kids just got to show up. You just got to be there. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those kids. I graduated because I was there. I ain't do shit.
That's stupid.
I'll be honest. Like I ain't really start trying until like the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Actually, or was it the 11th? Like the 10th grade, 11th grade. That's when I started trying a little bit. But I always was there though. So they was like, "Fuck it, let's just, he showed up." But it's all good though. Damn, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Man, I was supposed to. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and go to the shop. When y'all wanna when you wanna do that paperwork, you know what I'm saying? You Bones, and Chief get together and you know, figure out how y'all wanna do that. Who did that?
Well, whenever Chief free, we can get together and chop it up and see how we want to go about it. Right, so all the parties that's involved just get together and we just go from there.
What's that? Crickets? I ain't nothing. What we doing?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry, I had to stop.
No, I was saying, well, I guess the parties at B, we just set a time up and get together, conference call or whatever, and go from there.
Okay, why don't y'all do it next week then? Mrs. Thomas said he'll do the paperwork, so we don't even need legal Zoom. We got our own. We got our own legal Zoom. So
y'all been had it. Y'all just ain't used it.
Yeah, man. Did you know they just robbed me for $150? Yeah, yup. They just took me for $150.
What did they have you doing? I mean, what did you pay them for if you don't mind me asking?
Well, a long time ago, it was like sometime last year we had did an LLC for 5,000 leads. But then in November, somewhere around November, October, something like that, we had went to a corporation. Now, 2 days ago, dude gonna call me up and he's like, yeah, you got this LLC, blah blah blah. I said, no, we we don't even want that no more. We gonna discontinue that. We're escrow. You know what I'm saying? We're going to a corporation. So the next day, I look at my bank account. They took out $155, and so I called them up. They was like, yeah, your order was canceled, and then it was resubmitted again, and the extra 155 was taken out your account. I'm like, first off, how the hell y'all take money out of my account without me knowing? Second off, why y'all cancel my shit without me knowing? And the guy on the phone said it was a glitch. He said, oh, it's just something that happened when you did the, LLC, whatever. It was a glitch. And he started talking computer talk to me like, yeah, sometimes on the computer, there's glitches and all this shit. So I'm understanding. I'm like, okay. But I did not give him no permission to cancel or to, take money out my account. And so the representative I was cussing out, he was like, this is very unusual that, we would cancel an order without a person actually literally doing it themselves. And then it's very unusual that we would charge a person to go into their bank account without them literally, giving us permission. And so they just, yeah. So now we got to wait a whole another 3-4 weeks to get the paperwork. So, damn. And we got that in-house. So now we know that we got that in-house, though. So, man, we should be incorporating all type of shit. Like, we should have corporations, all shit. Wake up with a corporation.
Dude, I can give you the templates and the formats, and y'all can just basically incorporate yourselves. If you want to make money, you can start charging people to do it. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's to help. So that's
right. But see, we'd rather just give you the money.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is for individuals that need income because of whatever their past situation is. You see what I'm saying? If there's anything I can do, to help them out, I got a problem with that. If they want to run their own accounting firm from the state that they're in, and
you can set them up. But see, you are a corporation. And so by us working with a corporation, like we don't have no problem. Like that's how it's supposed to work. So even if you just give us a little, instead of you charging everybody $400, you just charge us like $150. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still like, you know, because you know LegalZoom gonna charge you $350. So, you know, that's still helping. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, you gotta understand. 10% of the work that I do is charity. So this is part of what I do to give back. So if I wasn't gonna do it for y'all, I was gonna do it for somebody. So at the end of the day, this is where I choose to donate my time, energy, and efforts.
Got it.
Everything I do, I don't get paid off of it. You know, in business, you got to give back.
Yeah.
You got to give back. So this is where I choose to do that.
Okay, so y'all want to do that next week? Who's up in here? Let me see. Chief in here? Because we just got to get Coach. I think Coach out. Chief. Let me see.
You know, he said he was gonna be in and out. So if he don't answer, that's why.
Okay, yeah, I call him afterwards. So if we can get Chief and Bone and Coach together, and they can break it down how they want to go from there. That'll be, you know, I think that'll be, you know, fair. I want to know, Bones, did they catch the Rockford murderer yet? The Rockmart murderer?
Not to my knowledge, not yet.
Okay, yeah. So we got a murderer on the loose down there. He better not go to Virginia, though. I'm pretty sure he will go to Virginia. So you might be good, Mr. Thomas, but everybody else who down there in Texas, Louisiana, and all that, Tennessee, might be a murderer over there by your house.
Well, you gotta realize here's the thing about criminals like that. They know where to commit their crimes. They know where to do house break-ins. And I'm gonna tell you 2 states they're not gonna do a house break-in. Well, 3 states: Utah, Texas, and Virginia. Because I can blow your ass clean away off the front porch without opening my damn door.
For sure.
Yeah. So they think he might be going to Tennessee. So those of you in Tennessee, Chattanooga, you know, he might be going that way. So apparently this dude shot 5 people. He shot 5 and 4 died. So
9 times out of 10 when somebody's a fugitive like that, they go where they know where people are. Somebody that can hide them or help them.
Yeah.
Girlfriend. Right. Or old, you know, if he's prior military, he might have some military buddies that are missionaries. You know, not missionaries, but you know that are about that life that can hide them out. So,
but later on tonight, Bones, y'all, if y'all up for it, I want to do a show, see if we can get him to call in. All right, what do you think about that, Bones?
What, trying to get the dude to call in?
Yeah.
What, you trying to get him turned in?
No, just get him to call in on our show. And let him tell his story.
Really, dude? He ain't calling. The moment somebody think about it, as many people that know police or FBI or CIA or whoever them alphabet boys is, he won't last that long on the show. They have him hemmed up within the 30 minutes after he get off.
Maybe that too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll help too. But I just want to, you know, see if he'll call in. I mean, most likely everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? There's like a 90-95% chance he's not. But I think it'll make a good show still. What y'all think?
I mean, that's something for y'all, you know. That's hey, bro, that's post-production stuff. I stay in my lane. I don't do, you know, I'm not an entertainment guy.
Right. Well, it's a different little genre. So now we in a genre where it's like, okay, you're a fugitive. You know, call us, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you, man. Clear your name, fam. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you ain't do it, you ain't do it, man. Hear your story. Let us hear your story. Blah 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 blah. You know, that type of shit. And now,
you asking me as someone that's a consumer, would I be interested enough to listen to it? Well, if I knew the story and I knew that he was calling, yeah, I will listen. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. Because that little chance of him calling, that shit is adrenaline rush. Like, man, what if this dude called? Like, we just made history or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit'll be dope. But I don't want to do it by myself though. So I want, you know, try to get some characters on there with me to see if we get this guy to call in. And who knows, man? That little 5%, man, that shit. That might. Reginald Green in the building. What's up, man? How's the baby? His mic is off.
He ain't finished signing in yet. Once he finishes and he does a test, his microphone will show up. See, told you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 9K. What's up, Reginald Green?
Hey, what's up?
How's the baby, man?
Peace. Oh, she sleep right now. Been having hard nights.
Is this your first one, Reginald?
Yeah.
Welcome to the fraternal order of fatherhood.
Yes, indeed.
No turning back. Ain't no turning back.
Downhill from here. No, it's not.
Yeah, here go one of these little creatures right here. What you want?
He's a little creature.
Yeah. Only time I get sleep is in the morning.
Stop eating all that gum.
It feel like it now, but it won't always be that way. Before you know it, they'll be asking for the keys to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Oh, wait till they get to start talking. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. When they learn how to talk, man.
You wish they'd be quiet then.
Yup. Daddy, what's this? What's that? That's that. Why is that that? Because it's that. But why is that that? Because I mean, you be like,
hey, bro. You look. When my youngest was coming up, you had the internet. I would answer 2 questions. Then after that, I'd be like, you know what? That's a good question. Let's go look it up.
Yup. Yeah, and I don't like to send them off either, because you know some people be like, oh yeah, you know this. Like no, we telling him the truth. You know.
Yeah, like I said, just go on there with him or her, and let the information answer the question. And see, here's another trick that people don't understand about children, especially when they get that age. If you want a child to stop asking questions, but ask questions appropriately, ask them questions.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the sky blue? Well, it's blue because of this. Well, why? Well, why do you think it's that way? Now they got.
I'm gonna try that.
That's a great one.
I'm gonna try
That's what I do to mine. I tell you tell me.
Yeah. Why do you think it's that?
My head hurting.
I mean, no, I enjoy it sometimes because it's the cutest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's just like I'm driving, I'm on the phone. It's like, no, I don't want to know about why is the raccoon in the street. You know what I'm saying? It's like not the time.
But you get 5 in, you throw all that out the window.
but hey, I got a question. So how do you get them to learn how to blow their nose? I tried a couple tactics. I tried to put some tissue up there, see if he can blow it out. You know, he didn't really like it up there.
They got a little suction now, like a little automatic suction now with like we got like a battery thing that they just gave us not that long ago.
No, I'm talking about like a 3-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So like, because you know
Yeah,
how like
it's a machine. I gotta send you a picture of it.
Are you talking about the little vapor machine where you put it in their nose and it kind of like?
No, what I did, Ty, I would just, when he would have a runny nose, I would give him a piece of tissue, and I would get a piece of tissue and just do my nose. And after a while, he just copied me doing it.
Yeah, I tried that too, but he do it through his mouth. So yeah, so he.
Yeah, it was patient.
Huh?
He have a hard time breathing.
No, it's just he don't know how to control the actual airflow and make it come out the nose more than the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because when he blows with his mouth, and we're trying to, close the valve of the mouth and only have the one of the nose open. So it's a little, little tricky.
It's a process. It's patient.
Yeah, it's just a process.
The best time to teach him how to do that, Ty, is when he doesn't have a cold.
Oh, okay.
For real. Yeah.
Right, because you teach him how to force air through his nose with his mouth closed without the consequences of, foreign objects flying out. So.
Yeah.
3-year-old, they looking like, hold on, something wrong here. Why just coming out my nose?
Yeah, they bad as hell. But yeah, man, it's the best thing ever, man. Best thing ever when you boil down to it. Especially if you got the right woman, ain't nothing better. To be honest with you, but each his own. So y'all want to do that next week, man? We'll try to do it next week then.
I'm with, like I said, I'm with it.
Okay, cool. Let's get that out the way. Let's get that incorporated so we can start doing that. So Bones, on your end, man, what you need on your end? You need anything?
No, at the moment I'm straight. Next week I'm like I said, Coach got the boathouse, so we setting up a production studio at his house up there with a full green screen, so we can have like guests come in, sit down on camera and stuff like that. Then I got my heat press and my silk screens. He got enough space for me to take there, so we can set it up and start showing people how to do the shirts and hopefully start our own printing.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
But like I said, I'll know more once I get there.
Okay, so I'm running up against. I got another meeting coming up, so
Okay.
we're gonna need to wrap this up within 10 minutes. I'm gonna go get everything set up for another call, so y'all can go ahead and see what else you got to say. I'll make sure I get the recordings out to everybody like I've been doing, and so y'all go ahead and wrap it up, and then I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out too. But I did want to say, did y'all see me break the story before the news? Did y'all see that?
I see. I was on it yesterday, Ty.
I broke it before the news, fam. I'm proud as hell of that, man. That's going on my permanent record right there. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing he's talking about is Democrat, Republican, they supposed to come together. They're like,
on some bullshit, yup. So
because both of them on bullshit.
Your boy Ty Data broke the story of the Rockford, Virginia shooting guy before their own news did. So we was on scene. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody on scene. Somebody that know the people. So we got a little exclusive on that. I mean, and we did it before the actual news did. Of course, we ain't on a level yet, but that was a life accomplishment.
Oh, you need to do a follow-up now, Ty. Do a follow-up story.
Yeah, definitely. And it is a big deal because the earlier you break the story, I work in the news, so the earlier you break the story, the quicker it's going to get indexed, and the quicker it's going to show up when people look for the story. More people are gonna find that instance of it being reported, and that's the one that they're gonna share out to everybody else, so you get even more exposure that way.
Mm-hmm. Now I say do a follow-up.
And then you'll have people. You gonna have people following you. Follow the channel. Make sure to know about.
Got caught and shit, right? When he get caught.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to do a show. Yeah. We can have a show where we have him try to call in. You know, we reach out to the brother, tell him to call in. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something new that the news don't. You know, I don't think the news could provide or nothing like that. But how'd you think about that? Who that Indigo? How'd you think about the story, man?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I tuned into a little bit of it last night. I'll take my son home. It is. This is the kind of journalism that we can do that the mainstream media can't do without it being scripted already, because they don't have people that are in these neighborhoods. They don't have people that are in the community, and that's our strength. Is we already here. So when we see it happening, we report it.
Yup, and that's what the Lakeisha Network is for. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody see this dude, they can literally alert everybody else. Like, boom, this dude right here. We got our own little network. And some of these people, they be having some exclusive footage. They be having police is like, robbing people and shit. And they go right to Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said, if we get it, how Papa India was saying, you get it and you index it and archive it. When it goes to the search engine, them little spiders and stuff gonna pick up your story.
No, but we can actually copyright it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So and we can get them paid for it.
All the fees come from you.
Yup. So that way,
go subscribe to the channel and watch you just so they can get their story out too.
But they got to go to our channel to get their story because these corporations can't go and just steal your stuff like regular people can. Because they could get sued, and even like for example, when the Walter Scott case, that dude's supposed to be a millionaire right now. I seen that footage on Chinese news. They was talking about that shit in China, but guess where they got the footage from? They got the footage from they paid somebody in America to get it. That dude was supposed to be a millionaire. But if he would have been able to come to Lakeisha Network and we could have did all the prep process, boom, put that shit out there, the news would be calling us like crazy. Like that's a whole nother source of income You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell it to people. I gotta show it to them. You see what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you can't talk it because it's not out there. So it's like, now that I'm showing people, like, look, man, I beat the news, man. Because she was right there talking to the people, and the lady was like, I'm going live in 5 minutes. So they ain't even went live yet. We already live about 20 minutes already, and the news lady was like, yeah, I'm going live in 5 minutes. And we seen the little story. It was, they was a little dope. It was, Fox News. It was, they had the chief of police there, and they got their nice camera, everything, and but we on their ass, man. We on their ass, But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. So next week, man, we're gonna go ahead and do the paperwork. Hey, Bones, you got chief number?
No, send it to me.
Cool. I'm gonna send you his number then, so you guys can work on that. And so next week we can get that out. And once this paperwork get done, then now Tribeup is a real entity. It's not just Tribeup anymore. It's like literally been birthed. You know what I'm saying?
What paperwork? Oh, shoot. I'll just call you after this time. You can give me the details on the backstory.
Oh, on the guy?
No, about what y'all talk about
the paperwork
today.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, yep. Hit me up about an hour or something. And plus I just submitted this dispute too. Man, these people hating on you, Bones. Man. They hating on you, all your shit. But one thing I want to talk about too is back, man. So Bones, you really think they're following us like that, huh? Because I was thinking that in the beginning, man. That's messed up, man.
Well, you got to remember, anything you're doing, like TMA said earlier, most of the times the people that's causing the most distraction are the people that look just like you.
Like you, yup. That's one thing we need to take consideration, yup. It's and it's sad as hell. As sad as it is, we can't escape it. Because people.
That's true.
People will show do a three car. Oh no, it's the white people that did. It's the white people that did. Well, I'm stealing from you and shit. I'm the one doing it, but I got you looking over there. You mad as hell at white people. You don't even want to get the lady your money at Walmart. You mad as hell. And I'm the nigga that's robbing you and shit. Like, motherfuckers, man.
That's true. For example, I don't want to put this man out because I don't really care about him. Like Umar Johnson with the school situation and everything. He's still telling people hopes and dreams about school and still taking their money. And people still fall for him.
How long it's been?
He been saying that for about 7 years now. I'm gonna build school. I'm gonna build school.
7 years.
I remember like when I first heard him in 2012. One of my friends did. I was like, man, this dude sound like a preacher from the church I went to. I said he got a real good game.
But see, one thing, about some of us, not all of us, is we ain't gonna let you do no shit like that for long. So a lot of his buddies and a lot of his people gonna turn on his ass because now people gonna start getting on them. But I do see people out there turning on him already. But they should have did that shit 5 years ago. But I guess I don't know. I guess hope is a motherfucker, I guess.
Hope is a motherfucker. I heard about him since 2010. And he still ain't did nothing. It's 10 years later.
Get you a glass of hope and a little swig of fear. And you good. You a millionaire. You good. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yo, George Macon. I was just watching George Macon earlier and Cynthia G. And this how Nala got me. She was like, George Macon destroyed Cynthia G. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, shit, let me look at this. And they get on there and they just having a discussion. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But, bro, this all, like, your boy, what's his name? Phil Levi show, right? He is the only guy that only tells the news from a fucked up perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like every show is about something that happened to us, and it's something that's just fucked up. And like,
Right.
I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, white supremacy is just so. I'm like, yo, that's the problem. Y'all still calling it white supremacy. Stop calling it that.
Right. There go your solution right there. Stop saying that shit. I'll try that for a week or two.
That's the first solution. Just stop calling it white supremacy, right? And even you give them alternatives, right? Like what they call it, degeneracy and things of that nature, right? They don't want to do that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, so what part of the game is it if Tariq Nasheed or Phil Levi say, well, you know what, we don't want to get on code and stop saying white supremacy or suspected white supremacy. We want to keep saying it, right?
Right.
So at some point you have to say, well, wait a minute. Who are they working for, right? Who supports them? Who's paying them to continue to push this Zionist talking point? Like, it is a Zionist talking point.
It's emotion, but they come in the form that, you know, well, it ain't gonna stop it tomorrow. So if I stop saying white supremacy, and is I'm gonna wake up in the morning and shit. See, they come in that form and they play that card, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. It's a process. You see what I'm saying? It's a process. You stop saying it for a while, and then, you know, you begin to look at it in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? You begin to look at it a certain way, and that's what you're trying to say. But they don't. They looking at it like, man, if I start saying it, would I have a Lamborghini in my driveway in the morning? Like, no, nigga, it's not meant for you to, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not meant for that. You know, yeah, cause I seen him, and I seen him on there. I seen that too. That came up in my feed too. And I looked at shit. I'm like, man, they ain't here to talk about white. Like, they ain't got shit. Like, they ain't got shit else to talk about. Like,
well, but at some point though, we, you know, okay, so now we got this land, right? Okay, what we gonna do with it? We got projects. We got things we doing. Like, it's time to execute this year.
Yep.
That's it. Like,
yep.
I don't know what else to say. You know.
Yep.
Hey, yo, peace,
I'm
Chief.
definitely gonna step my game up. So y'all, you know, stay tuned. Huh?
Hey, peace, Chief. But yeah, to back off your story on what you said about Phil Levi, that dude, you could tell he just going out. He a money hustle thing. This is a money hustle to him.
No, but I think he really think he's doing something for the community, because the way the community treats him is like he's a hero for that. You see what I'm saying?
He from Houston.
Right, but I'm saying though, like, if we have
I ain't see him in the community at all.
But he because the community really believes that he's like a hero. He's really like a hero to them. You see what I'm saying? They, like, you know, they support him, and they got it. You know what I'm saying? They support the shit out of him.
Oh, the internet community.
Yeah, the internet
community.
Right.
Nowhere.
Right. Okay. Now we talking.
Right. Okay. The internet community. Right. But we know, like, man, that shit. Like, we seen it so many times, and we seen so many books that got the same cover. It's just like, you know, like, I wonder what they talking about. I wonder what this book about. You know what I'm saying? It's like we know, but I mean, I guess it worked if you want to just, you know. Because I heard him one time. What messed me up, I heard him one time. He said, look, I'm the news guy. I'm going to support the news. But you guys out there, you guys need to be, you know, hemming up these police, and we need to be protecting our women. And because he's the news guy, you know, his job is to do the news. And I'm listening to the shit. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you whatever the fuck we need, nigga. We need a babysitter. We need a like no. We don't just pick our jobs and just be like, you know.
He be the type that if somebody listen to what he said and do it, and then say Phil Levi told me to do it, he gonna be like, I ain't tell nobody that. I'm just a reporter.
Right? Yup. He just right. He just a reporter. Like, hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He telling everybody else, like, who just. I am you. All you need to be a soldier, man. You need to buck up, and you need to go out here and fight some of these white people. But me, no, I'm sitting behind this desk, man. I need to tell stories and shit. Like, y'all niggas need to be the one out there fighting this shit. I looked at this. I'm like, did anybody interpret what the fuck he just said? I'm like, man, he just literally said, oh, my job is to report to news. I'm a news reporter. But, you know, the rest of y'all need to be out there, you know, at war and shit. And I had to unsubscribe from that. I'm like, damn. That was months ago though. But that what told me up with him. He got his job, but me, nigga, I needs to be a soldier out there, you know.
Excuse me, I was late. So who are we talking about? Forgive me for being late.
Oh no, we just chit chat. It's pretty much over. We just chit chat about some YouTube dramas, some YouTube personalities. But you know,
It sounded like you were talking about the good general.
Oh no, we was talking about the Phil Advice guy. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's a good guy, and people, people see him as, people see him as, somebody in a figure because, at the end of the day, if don't nobody do it, somebody else would do it. So I'd rather see him do it and make a little hustle of white supremacy than, somebody else do it. But at the same time, the shit is depressing. Oh my God. Like every story is depressing. It's like we can't get a teacher that won, a kid that won a spelling bee out the deal. We can't get a young boy who made an invention out the deal. It's like damn.
Well, it depends on who's pulling his purse strings. I've been talking to you about that for a while.
So you really think somebody's pulling his strings?
I'm seeing 85% of the people on YouTube, somebody's pulling their purse strings.
That's true. Because
if you look at all the way things are structured, the people that threaten the status quo by how you're being attacked. When you're being attacked, that means you either said something that goes against what they're trying to put down. You're definitely disrupting what they're trying to accomplish. So if you fall in line, you get all this grandiose.
Oh, yep.
You got to look at the patterns involved in all these things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're being attacked, that means you're doing something that they don't agree with. Because when you really look at it, all this thing should be an open format for people to express themselves any which way they want to go. So why would anybody be attacking you if they're doing their own thing? That means somebody sent them in to attack you, to disrupt you.
Yeah.
Not a point of a difference of opinion or perspective. When it starts going beyond just that difference of opinion and perspective, it becomes an attack. Somebody's pulling their purse strings, or you're in their pocket. You can take your pick. Either one sounds the same to me.
Matter of fact, that reminds me. You know what? Let's do a show. Is talking about white people a business?
Oh,
let's get that going, Bones.
Yeah.
If y'all, we gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna pop that off tonight. I gotta get.
We should do a show we should do a show.
Huh?
We should do a show. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna say we should also do a show of like they want to say so-called black people in getting beat up and everything. We should do a show where black people are getting help and doing everything like
building schools.
Schools and all that. Some good stuff that go against their normal what they talk about.
Why black people don't talk about that shit? Why black people don't talk about that shit? All the people out there, going to college, going to school, people training for the Olympics, people winning spelling bees, swimming pool tests, and all types of shit like
robot competition.
Right, robot competition. You got yup. You the little boy who invented the cooler heater or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna do that tonight. We doing that tonight. Chief, you down?
It was a kid over in Africa who built cars out of wood.
Yup. And it was one here built like a little air conditioner for kids in the car.
And that kid who came over from Africa came over here in technology. See, when you start seeing something like that, you go, wait a minute, that our kids aren't producing something, but you're still something from over there, even though that's positive. Where's the positive stuff happening over here, the young people over here? And how come none of that's shown on the news but all that negative? So you go in any ABC, when they say it's the news, it's not very new. It's the same thing shown on each station.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean by purse strings. If people are propagating and they're constantly showing this bombardment of negativity, Where do you get out of that vibe that they're sending out to become creative?
Well, I think it give us an excuse to be losers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's okay for me to be a loser because white supremacy beat me up every day.
Yeah,
so
and that's what I'm saying. And it all comes out of academia. The indoctrination. Because like I've been telling you, my brother who came out of law school, this is what he told me. I said, what did you learn? He said, I learned that everything's set against him. I said, so what are you going to do about it? And he had no answer. He's after spending $150,000 plus. He had no answer to the problem that was presented to him. And still to today, he has not presented any way of getting out of it, but just going along with the flow. And as if he had his foot a boot in his ass and he's still living that way. Yeah. Because he can make $100,000 and something a year. He's content with that, which is okay. But somewhere down the line, and I like using the term spook who sat by the door, there's nothing in him. And he's the one who gave me the book, Spook Who Sat by the Door. You see where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're going to do a show. So Bones, you guys, I don't know, give us a little time, let us know when you're ready, whenever. We'll do the show on Tribeup News, something of that magnitude is, is white supremacy becoming a hustle? Is it a hustle? Or, is it a business? Talking about white people a business. We're just going to do as simple as that.
This brother said it's white people, it's the system. We need to be talking about it's not the people who's been put in front of us, it's the system in which we need to learn how to navigate through and how to beat it like you beat any old video game.
Yeah, it's like a video game. The whole system. Hey, but Ty, y'all can go live now or no?
Yeah, we can't go live on our channel, but we can go live on Tribeup News. So Tribeup News is the headquarters.
They let
Tribeup production.
They go back live.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I think Bones dropped, but we could go on the Hangout and coordinate on that show because that would be a good idea. And invite them in, get a Hangout started, coordinate it, and then whenever they're available to do it, go live with it like that.
Yeah. And